And as this room fill up, be sure, and I mean just that, be sure to hit that like button. Sharing is caring. Mama said that there will be days, literally, just like this. Cowboys, victory. Monday. Time for your mind. And as they all say, one thing we all adore, something worth dying for. There's nothing but pain. We're stuck in this game, searching for fortune and fame. Let's get it. Come on.
My turn. Told me it was my turn.
Come on.
My turn.
The good,
Let it
the bad,
run from it.
and the ugly. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on. The longest intro in the building, baby. Grab your seat. Sharing is caring. Come on with it, Cowboy Nation. I had to get my voice back, you know? Boy. As they say. Put a 1 in the chat if the audio is straight. And put a VM in the chat. That stands for Victory Monday. Come on. Let go. Boom. Ain't no party like a cowboy party. Ain't no party like a Law Nation party. Come on with it. Good morning, good afternoon, and good victory. Monday, Cardiac Cowboys. If you talk to your healthcare provider today, let them know that you just got through watching the Cowboys just the other day, right? Sam Williams is overrated. How many years we're going to wait for him to break out? Wheat should have been on the roster over him. MSU D-line versus Ole Miss. I feel you, fam. I feel you. Shout out to both of those guys. Hey, Tony Tone says that intro, though, is fire. It's necessary, right? It's necessary. But since we are pressed for time, I got to go ahead and hit play over here. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear Jerry Jones' son.
And we were wanting to do the same, and we evolved into, after a real slow start, we came around and played good football in a lot of areas. Obviously, there's a lot of areas we have to improve on if we were going to be the team we want to be this year.
Dak Prescott's record in division is sterling, and his record against the Giants is pretty spectacular as well. How do you explain his dominance within the division and the Cowboys' dominance over the Giants over this time?
All participants are muted.
It's hard to explain. I mean, you get on runs, and they have cold spells, and I was on the phone with John Mara last week. We serve on the competition committee, and we were actually talking about that, and he said it's getting to where you're not very pleasant to talk to. I said, well, I understand. We've had a good run here, but you just never know when those things are going to go the other way on you as well. But let's go back to Dak. He's obviously we think one of the top quarterbacks in the NFL, and he does a great job of preparation. He does know our division very well, and he's been very successful within it. And it all starts, if you want to have success in this league, it all starts with winning your division.
plenty of good news always comes out of a win, but this is also the NFL. You talked about how physical it was. We saw the injury to Cooper Beebe, and the word is this morning he'll be out 6 to 8 weeks. I wanted to see if you could confirm that, and then the assumption that he'll go on the IR.
Well, it's we hope it's on the shorter end of that. I've always bet on these guys like Cooper Beebe who are resilient, they're tough, they play through things, and just feel like hopefully it will be on the shorter end of that. But there probably is a pretty good chance that he'll end up on the IR DTR. And the good news is we've got a couple of young centers. I thought Hoffman stepped up yesterday and did a really nice job. And it's got to be next man up. I mean, this is the game we're in. You look around the league, there's injuries are part of it, and that's why you have 53 players, you have 16 practice, you have a European player, 16 practice squad players. You got designations like IR, DTR that allow you to bring guys back now, which I think is good for the league. I think everyone's embraced that. It's kind of unanimous around the league that it's certainly a good position to take where if guys are going to be out a while, they can get that time out and then come back. So, it's just a physical game. And, the guys continue to get bigger, stronger, faster. And with that, with those type of things come, injuries are going to happen, and they're a part of our game.
Absolutely nice to have a win like that, Stephen, coming away from yesterday. Our listening audience has been very expressive about the secondary yesterday, though, and we've been kind of discussing it. Is the personnel there still trying to figure out how to work best within Eberflus's defense, or did you feel like there was some lack of communication yesterday? What was the feeling there on the secondary?
I just feel like we're evolving. We've, played pretty good against the pass against the Eagles. We gave up the one big play. Obviously yesterday was not the same story. And, it never helps to be missing one of your top corners in Bland. And obviously Diggs is coming off a significant injury. So, this is going to evolve. The good news is Bland is going to be coming back. I think Diggs is just going to get better. I think we're getting a guy like Rebel back and Carson, and I think there's going to be help on the way. In the meantime, we got to continue, to work to get better each week. And Eberflus is Coach Eberflus has had great.
Let's pause it right here. I got a super chat from Sanjay. AI, why don't you read it out for me?
Sanjay Rajput super chat for $4.99. Jones were talking shit about Doc. Don't buy the flowers now.
Hey, you're right. And here's what I got to say with the zone defense. Zone defense is vision-based defense. It works wonderfully when a quarterback is pressured. When a quarterback is pressured, meaning that the ball got to get out, DB's sitting on routes, they can jump. They can be able to scoop up on those things. If we don't got pressure, it doesn't matter. Good quarterbacks, great quarterbacks, can pick apart any zone defense if given an opportunity to climb pockets, to move around in pockets, and set in their feet. That's football 101 because the wide receivers know the exact way to go, especially when you are in zone. Here's my biggest impediment with the Cowboys as relates to some of those coverages. We don't have coverage linebackers. We don't have linebackers that's able to flip hips, get upfield like a Fred Warner, right? They can travel and carry like the kid that plays for Bond, I guess, play for the Eagles. We don't have coverage linebackers. So it becomes a liability in the hook to flat when it's time for those routes to be able to be materialized. I like Kenneth Murray hitting ability. I do like Jake Sanborn, or whatever his name is, Sanborn's ability to hit and feel. They're good on stopping the run, but they are terrible in coverage, ladies and gentlemen. So you're going to have to pick your battles, especially as it relates to that. I think that Eberflus defense will work, but he don't have the personnel. He don't. And we've been toiling around with this for so long, right? And for the life of me, you know the safeties, my guys, right? Malik Hooker, Donovan Wilson, who is more of a down in the box type of safety. If they can't keep things the deepest of the deepest in front of them, then they just as bad, right? And they're going to have to figure out a way. But at the end of the day, for what happened last night or yesterday, basically, I meant to say, those are things that shouldn't happen. I thought for sure that they had Randy Moss out there. They got deeper than the deepest. Oh, my gosh. Come on with it.
Defenses throughout his careers in the NFL. He had top 10 defenses, and Indy did a great job in Chicago as the head coach / play caller. And we just have a lot of confidence that we'll certainly get this right. I think that the pieces are there. We just got to get everybody rowing in the same direction and make sure we understand philosophically what we're trying to get accomplished. And I really have a lot of confidence that we'll get better.
Any ETA on those potential reinforcements, whether it's the longer term ones of Revel and Carson or hopefully shorter term with Bland?
Well, the guys who are on the IR have to be there for 4
Right.
weeks. So Revel and Carson will be there for 4 weeks. And, since Revel hadn't had any type of practicing with us because of his injury, he's certainly been in the classroom and takes the mental reps out on the field. But we expect that, he'll need the full 3 weeks to,
Let me pause him again. I love y'all. Shout out to the Joneses. It's Victory Monday. I'm trying to be positive and optimistic. But that's why you don't draft hurt guys, right? We need to win now. Now, granted, Revel's my guy. And I'm going to say this again, not putting cover over it. Just take the red shirt year, man. Just take the red shirt year. Don't damage what you already done recovered with. I don't give a dog of how many people say, hey, man, everything will work its way out, Law. Everything is fine and dandy. No. Go and grab you a veteran. Go grab you a veteran DB out there and help this out.
Get into football type shape, practicing, that type of thing. Carson should be a lot more ready to step up and go. And then certainly we hope Bland, probably looking at, depending on how his week goes, probably a long putt for him to make the game against the Bears. But certainly we hope he'll have, a chance if he doesn't make it this week, hopefully the next week.
The effort and the type of game you got from Javonte Williams yesterday, when you signed this player, was that kind of like, this is what we're going to get from this guy?
We certainly, that was in the plan. I mean, we had him, and as everybody knows, who follow the Cowboys and the moves we make, we had, really top grades on him coming out. We really liked what he did his rookie year. He then had, the unfortunate major knee injury, and it usually does take a couple years to come off that. He split some time last year. We like what we saw and what he did, and really thought his arrow was up when we signed him, and he's done nothing but exceed expectations since he's walked in the door with us. And as you can see, we're running the ball really well. Shotty's committed to it. I think we're doing a good job doing that, and feel good about what that future holds. But also look forward to getting, as we move forward, hopefully getting an opportunity to get Bland up and see what he can do. Blue.
Oh, yes.
You talked about some of the moves the teams have been making. There was a couple over the weekend with Jadeveon Clowney, and then going back to Tyler Smith, 4 years, $96 million. Why was this the right time and this the right player to get that deal done?
Well, for Jadeveon, it was just, obviously when you lose one on the edge, and we traded that out for, what we feel like is a really great player who's already making a big difference in our run defense, in Kenny Clark. But we just felt like to have a reinforcement, like a Jadeveon Clowney. We certainly know he's been in the league a while. He's over 30, but we think he can really come in here and give us 20 plays a game to really disrupt and rush the passer, which certainly can help us. As far as Tyler Smith's concerned,
let's pause it right quick. Salute to Jadeveon Clowney. Salute to him. We need some experiences in the building. But he's more of a run-stopping edge rusher, not a pass rusher. I don't think that he's going to gravitate and give you a lot of pressures. We missed those over 90 pressures a year we used to get. Already, we can see it. We missed those things. Now, not to take a dump on this pickup. I think it's better to have it than not, than not to have it, right? So we at least have it. But this will slow down whatever you're trying to do with Marshawn Nealon's growth and whatever you're trying to do with Donovan Ezaraku, who's getting thrown around, moved around. And right now, James Houston is our best edge rusher as far as creating pressure, getting upfield. So I think Dante Fowler, maybe he still got Washington on his mind. He haven't been a difference type of maker in this situation at all, unfortunately. He haven't been.
J Diz, $5. Listening to the Jones family sell this team brings migraines.
It does. And I said this all the time. If you're going to get rid of something, make sure you replenish it. Right? It's okay to replace something, but be sure to replenish what you replace. That's all we ask. And we do need to get figure out a way. And yeah, the expectations, even with Sam Williams, I like what he brings to the table, but he's recovering. He's not going to be the same guy that we thought that we were going to get before the injury. So it's going to take some time for him to get right? And I get with what Sanjay said, too, about, Sam Williams versus Tyrus Wheat. Upside with Sam is higher, of course, but it never materialized. But let's get to it.
I mean, that's the nature of, these big negotiations. They take time. I think everybody's been aware that we've been working to get this done. And, it just sometimes every negotiation is different, and sometimes they take time. The good news is we have that done, so we'll have him, obviously, for the next 6 years. The two that we already had him for, and then obviously 4 new ones.
How much easier does that make handling the salary cap hit when you're able to sign somebody who is still under the rookie deal for another 2 seasons?
Yeah, I think it just certainly evens that out and makes it, very manageable. You're talking about two of our top young players in the game, in our organization, and for that matter, in the game. I know a lot of people feel like Tyler's, if not the best, one of the top guards in the NFL, and certainly Bland has, really played extraordinarily for us when he's been healthy. And I just feel like that was a good move for us, and certainly, not spending, as we talked about, spending all your money, a lot of money on one particular guy. You can spread that out over guys like a Bland, a Tyler Smith, a Lupke, a Jadeveon Clowney, and have draft picks to boot in the future.
Obviously, you wouldn't have had the extra draft picks, but as our salary cap guru, is it not fair to say that these deals still could have gotten done even if you kept and extended Micah?
All right. I thought we was. How many minutes are we in on this video? How long we been? All right, put the timestamp down. How long did it take for them to mention that MP word? Come on with it. I didn't think we were gonna mention that word today. I tried my best, but they went down this road, and I don't know what he's about to say. But I appreciate each and every last one of you all for tuning in. Woosa. How long we been live, y'all? It took us that long? Come on with it.
What's your point? Okay, so what?
Yeah, it would have been a stretch. I don't know that we're able to do everything. It's a lot more shorter term, and especially a guy like Clowney. I mean, that probably wouldn't even have been a thought, in terms of looking at something like that. But certainly, they were in the mix, but it allows you to be a little more aggressive and get the deal done.
Stephen, we got to see all the range of emotions of your family up in the suite yesterday as the game was coming to an end throughout the entire time. You got Jerry; his hands are all clasped and ready to go and hoping for this, and then the celebration.
It was very wise for him to say it would have been a stretch. That's the whole point. Nice things takes hard to get. It takes harder to go get. It's harder when you have a low credit score to get things, right? But when you have a good credit score, you get better rates. The Cowboys, if you wait to the last minute to do these deals, it's going to take harder and longer for you to evaluate, right? But that's just for what it is. That's just for what it is. Now, there's water on the bridge now. But now you got to replenish what you replaced. And unfortunately, going young and establishing a brand new defense, a different philosophy, you got to understand that there's going to be growing pains. What do we expect from this defense? Terrible defense yesterday. Terrible. We dealing with this with Malik Neighbors. A third of you guys didn't know who Rondale Robertson was or is, right? And when we did our pregame assessment, I said, you better watch out for him. Sneaky, subtle, good route runner guy. Darius Slayton, he's a one route guy, and that's the 9. But when I held that 9, all I could see was my mama's eyes, And both of those guys, all 3 of these guys were running relays on us. Oh, my God, they're running relays on us. Because we couldn't get home. Diggs not ready yet. For anyone saying that he's trash or he's not good or what have you, he's not ready. He's not ready. The expectations for you guys to see him out there on the field is one thing. But knowing that we should all know that he's not ready. He's not. He's not even 2 steps behind. The brother is 4. And I think that people over-evaluated and gave overpraise to what happened week 1. Jalen Hurts don't know how to throw the ball. So that's why it appears A.J. Brown and Smitty. Oh, my God. You still got to be responsible for that. But if they had a real quarterback to go through their progressions and their reads, they would have put up 300 yards on us then. They would have. Elam is a very, very suspect out there. Diggs is just not ready. Bland is the only DB that we have. But it goes to show you that you can still win games. Because just yesterday, Hurts threw for 100 yards and still was able to win. So they don't know how to throw the ball. But when we look down this list, if quarterbacks have time to go through their progressions and throw that ball to climb up inside the pocket, we're going to have a rude awakening. It's going to go back to those stretch of years. Those stretch of years that we used to have with Rob Marinelli. And that was it kind of like watching this game yesterday kind of reminded me of the Rob Marinelli years. When we had the George Selvies out of the world, the Nick, what's he called? I ain't gonna call his name. He called him the Golden. You know what I'm talking about, right? The Benson Mayoas. This is exactly what we going through, y'all. This is where we at right now. Benson Mayoas, George Selvies, I can't even think of the other guys' names that was on the edge. And praying and hoping. Come on, D-Law. This is what it reminds me of. All over again. Those stretch of years when we had Rob Marinelli, and right before we had Rob Marinelli, those stretch of years, well, we had the guy, Rob Ryan, Rex Ryan, one of the Ryan brothers. This is what it reminded me of. Made Sidney Rice or whatever his name look like Jerry Rice, right? This is what it reminded Nick Hayden. Yeah. I ain't going to call this guy. Yeah. Yeah.
How would you describe Brian Schottenheimer's emotions after his first victory?
Yeah, I mean, he's, again, it's just so real in terms of authentic in terms of what he's about. He just never changes, in terms of the emotion and energy and the way this team responds to him. You could tell, every player in that locker room was thrilled to get Coach Schottenheimer that first win. Jerry and I felt the same way. As I told Coach Schottenheimer, getting that first win in any given season is always the tough one, is getting that first one. And certainly good to get the first win, for the whole team, the staff, the organization. To get that first win was big. It was, as you said, certainly a roller coaster, but you don't ever apologize with how you win in the NFL. A win is a win. And, as I said last week, I don't think anyone in the organization felt there were any moral victories in the loss to Philadelphia. So, people say, well, you could be 0-2. And I said, well, you could be 2-0, but at the end of the day, you are what you are. You're 0-1, and then we win the game, we're 1-1. And we got a chance to improve every day going forward and get this team to where we want it to be to compete, to be a really good football team this year, and then see what happens.
One of the big stories just across the country last week was...
He's right with his assessment. I talked about this earlier today. The Cowboys. Yeah. Cowboys were just a few plays away from being 2-0. Right. Or 0-2. But I'll take 1 for 1 right now. The reality is that the games are often decided by a handful of key plays. We taking this win. I'm taking this all the way to the bank. It doesn't matter. It still register as a win, whether we beat these boys 100-0 or 3-2. Right? It still takes and counts as a win, right? There's no rollover credits to this particular situation. Now, the Eagles, for an example, they could easily be 0-2, but they're 2-0 instead, right? That's how the NFL is a week-to-week situation. Drop balls to help the Eagles in 2 timely situations. Yeah, drop balls, just dropping of the ball. I'm still mad at Travis Kelce. You got to hold on to that ball, man. But there's how the NFL is. Game of inches. Yeah, BB being out, I believe, 4 to 6 weeks, devastating. You know what's more devastating? If we sit still and don't correct these issues with Sanborn, Kenneth Murray. In expecting overshown to get back in to be the end all be all. That's not fair to him. That's not fair to him. It's not fair to him because Cowboys fans don't have the wherewithal. Some of y'all, not the people that's here, the wherewithal to understand that there got to be a ramp up situation. Contact sport is a real thing. The mental mindset and the focal point. It's better to be prepared for an opportunity and not have one than to have the opportunity and not be prepared. And waiting to the last hour to bring in someone and not filling those gaps up before that time frame, you get these type of results. Now, I would take the win. I'm not saying for us not to be rejoicing in this. Right? But we got to prepare and get ourselves better.
The murder of Charlie Kirk, and we had heard that NFL teams were given the option about what to do with that. Can you walk us at all through the team's process? Obviously, y'all did the moment of silence and honored him, and I know a lot of people really appreciated that.
Yeah, I don't think there's a lot to add. I mean, we just felt like it was the right thing to do, and
I don't like to talk politics in this particular matter. I don't. Because no matter how you slice it, there will be somebody to the right that will be saying, hey, this person is right, this person is good. There's somebody to the left, this person is right, this person is good. The NFL shouldn't even touch the Charlie Kirk. They shouldn't even touch the thing. Because now if you're going to do one for one, you got to do it for all. Let me say this again. If you're going to do one for one, you got to do it for all.
You know, we're against any type of violence, gun violence, any type of violence.
No, y'all not. No, y'all not. Did the NFL do anything for the Uvalde shooting? Did they do anything for the other people? All of the people that are getting shot up in Chicago, all of the people that are getting shot up in Texas, in Utah, there was a school shooting right then and there. So how you gonna isolate something that no one has never really made a major impact or a movement to the society of these United States, but cause wedges between the two? So just leave it alone. That's why somebody in the chat said, no, I disagree with you, Law. That's what it's all about, the disagreement. Did y'all hear some of the things that he said? Two things can't be true. But I worked in a position with high power and high authority. Graduated top of my class from high school and college. For somebody to demean and say that, hey, the only reason why Law would get a position is because of DEI. That would never be the case for me. Because I got the qualifications that he never had. But when y'all start to bring these things into the equation, that's what people from the other side would look at and say, he must be a DEI hire. Or he must be affirmative action hire.
You know, in society, and you know, certainly, you know, that's, you know, just really a difficult.
If everybody couldn't get behind Colin Kaepernick, then everybody shouldn't get behind Charlie Kirk thing. That's what I'm getting at. If the NFL said, hey, leave politics out of it, then leave out of it. But don't bring it in when it's convenient for you all.
Situation when you see anything like that, regardless of who the person is, an innocent person, you know, basically being assassinated, and we felt like it was the right thing to do, organization.
Well, we appreciate the time as always. Congratulations on the win, and we'll catch up with you next week.
Hey,
all I'm saying is, we'll do it for everyone then. Do it for everyone. I'm a pro-gun guy. I got one right now right next to me. Somebody run through them doors, or the clip is getting unloaded, right? But I don't brandish my weapon. I don't show my weapon. I'm not out here going against this and that because it's not meant to be in this particular outlook right now. People, they tend to do what they want to do. People will do what they want to do. And I thought that that's a slap in the face for those, that's a divided issue. Why bring that up into all of the people that's going out there to support, to watch the game? If they wanted to do a moment of silence, do that before you even get out there. But don't put that upon everybody in that stadium, because that is a very much way to divide the nation, not to bring the nation together. Because if y'all really think about it, what was his solutions? What was the guy that was assassinated? What was his solution? What was his plan of action? Instead of just pointing it out, what was he doing foot to the ground to resolve some of those issues that he talked about about the people that look like me? What was the plan of action? How do we get rid of gerrymandering? How do we get rid of redlining, zoning districts? How do we get rid of fundings to certain institutions? And how do we get rid of all of those things? What was his finite plan to solutions? Can't make this stuff up. He had no solution. None. But there will be people that would listen to what he say and say, oh, hey, man, that's the truth. These are the numbers. But obscure and leave out those other numbers. Had no counter. No solutions. But neither here nor there. May he rest in peace. The Cowboys, pretty much in a situation that we control our own destiny. The game that we need to do is to get back to the bases. TOP. I think that Javonte Williams is a damn good running back. And what he was able to do and to exhibit and exude was great for us. I think that we got away from what we supposed to do. We had our defense out there way too long in the first two series. I don't know if there was a ramp up of nervousness, right? But there could have been a ramp up of better execution to our plays and play calling. That is not the formula that I want the Cowboys to play with. Dak Prescott was 38 for 52, 361 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 INT. He got sacked 3 times. Granted, it was a dogfight. Russell Wilson was 30 for 41, 450 yards. Oh, my God. 3 touchdowns, 1 INT. When we start talking about these type of things, we know that down the stretch that we're going to be going up against better competition. The saving grace to this all would be a situation and scenario. The saving grace to it all would be this situation. How can we get better defense? How can we start off with better time of possession? How can we go back to the basis of what we need to do? Javonte Williams is not enough in my opinion. And even though we're giving him his flowers and these sorts of things, he had 18 carries for 97 yards. I think that we need to have a change of pace back. I like the battering ram that he is. I like the way he delivered on his runs. He finished every run strong, and he had the ability to jump and hurdle over people. He got short area quickness. I like all of that. But in order for us to continue to be in this race, we must make sure that we have more. There was times in this game that we was limited to 2 yards per tote. That's not enough. Go back and when you rewatch the tape. I think that you need to get people more involved with this game by putting, and I know, do anybody got any reports on Cavante Turpin? Do anybody got any more additional reports on Cavante Turpin? Let me know in the chat. My guy states here, he says, facts, establish the run first, run, and then run the play action, then get off of that. Yeah, I think that that would be a better situation, Cowboy Nation. Yes, indeed. You think Hoffman can hold it down until we get BB back? My only thing is with Brock Hoffman is his ability to anchor. I think that he got great agility to strike first. I think he got great ability to move. We probably, this game versus Chicago, when we get ready to start looking at scouting Chicago, I think that when we look at what Brock Hoffman will be able to do, we should be able to do more stretch zones. We should be able to do a little bit more GT counter. But here's the only problem is with it, is that where we will be doing more in the run game, we may have a situation and scenario lessened in the pass pro, because I've seen people overpower Brock Hoffman. So we'll be looking at these next few weeks to see where teams will line up on Brock Hoffman to get things moving and grooving, right? Brock Hoffman. Gil states that, shout out to you, Sadiqa Charles. Appreciate you. The Cowboys, with all of this information, show of hands, who's really proud of the way we performed yesterday? Show of hands. Put a 1 in the chat if you really like what we were able to do. Put a 2 in the chat if you dislike what we were able to do, Let me see what y'all say. A lot of 3 steps back, roll out. That could be a valuable thing. Yeah. Can we trade for Robert for a center or a DB? Okay. What's going to take us from the start is Bell and as well as Thomas. We got a super chat. The day I speak.
Westside Jimmy, $10. We should move Diggs to safety. It'd be better for him to be a ball hawk.
Who you gonna put at the cornerback spot? That's our issue. We got to get my guy back, Josh Ball. Joshua Butler. I meant to say not Josh Ball. Oh Lord, jeez, Joshua Butler. The Josh has got me mixed up. But he's gonna take him time to ramp up as well. Bland, it is stating, news is developing that Bland may be ready by week 4 instead of week 5 or 6. That's a good news for us. If anything, Green Bay Packers, they got a lot of DBs. Put it like this. Put it like this, baby. Before I read this super chat. Not to overlook or overstep the Chicago Bears. This is why we need Bland to be back by week 4 is because we got tape out there now. Teams can counter for what we are able to do. I think that ultimately these next two teams got better running backs than what we just seen, right? And they have more surrounding weapons than what we seen this last game. Like Malik Neighbors, that's all they had. And a Wandale Mouse, because that's what he was doing in the middle of the field. So we have to be ready to make sure that this secondary can perform better. We got to. If not, we'll be seeing the same thing that happened in this past game. Now, granted, these are the other things that we can take away. That divisional opponents, we play each other tough. This is family business. And when you are playing against somebody that you are aware of or aware of, right, then they got the lead up on you. They got the step up on you. The Giants had us by the steps. We had them by the steps, right? So at the end of the day, we was looking at these two games. Whoever make the first mistake or the last mistake can win the game. And that's what happened. Who made the first mistake in this Giants game and who made the last mistake? And the last mistake was Wilson to Wilson, right? That's how these divisional games go. For us versus the Eagles, when we start dropping the ball and we had to go for a field goal opposed to getting down there and punching it in, we made the first mistake, right? So these games come down to those small little margins right there. And those could be issues down the stretch. Sanjay states, Span Ford needs to get targeted more on PA over Schoon on play action. He is a better blocker and catcher. You know what? You're right. You're right. You got to play Spanford more in general. I think he stretches the field a little bit better than both of the tight ends. Even though Ferg got his bag, got his money, got his coins, got his remuneration, it is a situation there. It is a situation there. Clowny is here, Law. This is from Gary. Oh, I didn't know, Gary. I didn't know. I'm just messing with you. Yeah. Zone is a BS scheme. Trip aces. Zone works when you have pressure. It don't work when you got time to sit back, pat the ball, and go through your progressions. There will always be holes in zone. Even if you play man under, zone over top, there's always holes. Now, what happens when you play against a team like what we've seen against the Giants to have a better running attack? What happens if you play against a team like the Giants that have a better running attack and you're not able to get home? We can talk all day and talk about, yeah, but we can stop the run. Okay. Pressure make diamonds. You're right. Schoon cannot catch. Ferg, there's no yak. You're right. Go get Izzy back from Carolina's practice squad. Hey, low key, you probably need that. Put Izzy on top of the roof. Bears got DJ Moore, and they got that other kid who's pretty good, and I can't wait to go over all of that too. Yeah. So we going to have to make sure that we can't get satisfied. We celebrating this victory. I'd rather be 1-1 versus 0-2 any day. Technically, we know that we could have been or should have been 2-0, but that's water under the bridge. But we got to be ready and steadfast, Cowboy Nation. Neither here nor there. I appreciate everybody for jumping in. Let's get this going, though. Because at the end of the day, it's Victory Monday.
How to be an Atlas man. First, gently glide your House of Atlas razor with the grain to ensure a precise, comfortable shave. Then, drop your transmission with nothing but a spoon. Anything's a tool in the hands of an Atlas man. Now apply Atlas Calming Aftershave. Welcome to the top. Welcome to Atlas.
Be the smoothest guy in the room. Durable blades for long-lasting smoothness. Precision trim edges for detail and also cutting those sideburns. With a stabilized stainless steel for a smoother shave. Dermatologist tested, comfortable, smooth glide. This will be your number one blade in the world. And all you have to do is remember House of Atlas Shave with the best. No doubt, House of Atlas Shave with the best, man. I appreciate y'all so much. So with this topic matter here, the Cowboys, I want to get your opinions with this Q&A. We're going to kick open the phone lines a whole lot sooner. But I want to get your opinions of the Cowboys' approach to things. Give me 3 things that we need to do in order to be better going into this next week. But I also want to know from you all what good thing that you take away from this game. What one bad thing that you take away from this game? And those will be the subject matters for this conversation. But before we go into these details, I know that Atlas time for your mind, smooth like butter, you know what I mean? But if you are driving around Dallas, especially after victory, and the Giants fans are still mad about it, and somebody T-bone you or rear end you, and let me tell you who you need to reach out to.
It starts from the first phone call. Most of the time, you're going to talk to Gene Burkett, a 30-year partner. You're not going to talk to some employee that just got put on the phones that day.
There are things that are so crucial, especially if it's a cataclysmic event, to have our experts get out and look at the vehicle, witness statements, photos, the whole thing.
Law then got a sensual commercial now.
Chosen by the
Law
people,
play the PH
feared by the
tune
insurance
after that.
companies. Call Frenkel first.
No doubt. Be sure to reach out to our partners, man. Call Frenkel first.
And they understand the cost.
Yeah, understand the cost.
Call
baby.
my phone, hit my line.
Shout out to your Ice Cold for pinning that to the top.
Keep it super thorough my way on
Yeah.
this side. Keep it super thorough my way on this side.
Yeah.
Call my phone, hit my line. Only ones who down for real, down for life. Keep it super thorough my
Come on with it.
on this
Now, with
side.
Frenkel and Frenkel Personal Injury Lawyers, they back with over 100 years of experiences. They're located here in the heart of Dallas. Be sure to reach out to our partners. If you are in any type of bond, they will take great care of you, not advantages of you. On top of that, if you can't dial that number, just visit FrenkelFirm.com, baby. 657-390-7391 is the hotline for your mind. And speaking of that, I got from the VIP Lounge, one of the brothers from another mother, no other. Don't look like Danny Glover, but keep it cool with us. Come on with it. I got my brother here. VIP, you're live. Oh, hold on. Do it again, dog. Do it again, VIP.
Lord VIP, baby. Lord, Lord, let me get away from, let me tackle the elephant in the room, Lord.
Okay.
Something that you touched on earlier, Lord, and I wasn't going to address it because I saw it and I was hoping that it was just like some TikTok video, but they really did honor this guy at the stadium.
Hold tight. I got a super chat got from Sadiq Charles.
Sadiq Charles, $5. Law, how was your dinner with Twin? I hope you two enjoyed each other.
Oh,
it was
yeah.
nice seeing brotherly love.
Oh, yeah. We had a great time with some, we had ordered Mexican food. You know, it was great. I had me a chimichanga, steak and shrimp. Appreciate you so much, Sadiq. And appreciate you for your support. What you got for me, VIP? What you about to say?
Well, yes. All love to the Queen, Sadiq. Shout out to the, the interior team, us real Cowboy Nations.
Mm-hmm.
But Lord, when I saw that, Lord, that got me, it triggered me to the reason we lost. I know y'all don't want to talk about it, but I'm going to say his name. That's the reason we lost the Lion. once that man said to another man, I own you for the next 4 years, that I think that was the straw that broke the back. And if we was like, cause
West Side
like,
hold tight, got another super
Thomas
chat.
at corner and make Diggs the center field safety.
Jimmy states, Thomas at corner, make Diggs the center field safety. I do like my brother Thomas. It's Wanye, but I think that his hips are a little too stiff. I think that he's really good. He's an athlete. I can't put that out against him, but I think he's a little too stiff. And it could be detrimental to us if you put him on the outside. But, you know, anything can probably help us now because Elam, oh boy, Elam got burnt. but keep going, bro.
He's cheeks. Yeah, Elam is cheeks. Six is cheeks. Yo, they Diddy cheeks. Both of them. Look, they're Diddy cheeks. Our linebacker core is Diddy cheeks. All of them get the Slurpee Award. Lord, you know who won the game for us, Lord? I'm going to tell you. You probably would never nominate this guy who won the game for us, Lord. But his name, I don't even know his name, but his number was 55, and he played for the opposite team, Lord. If he didn't do what he did, we would have got rinsed and washed, Lord.
Oh, yeah. Hudson, yeah, we'd have been up Hudson River.
Yeah, we'd have been up Hudson River.
Yeah, Hudson.
And they got the ball on the one, Law. And just think about it. So they got 3 points out of that ball. We turn around and don't. Now I gave them credit last week. Ever fluke, ever flock, ever F. I don't even want to drop an F-bomb right now because I know. You know, the kids could be listening. Yeah. But, Lord, we have to get out of this. I know when he got to the team, Lord, and I thought about it because, you know, my therapist told me, Lovey, think twice, you know, cut once. So I thought about it, Lord, and I said, well, damn, we can't blame him because he thought he was getting what he had. So meaning he thought he was getting a pass rush where he could rush for.
Yeah.
Because that's his system, Lord. I went back and studied him. He rushes 4. He rarely breaks out of that.
Yeah. He is a stubborn.
But the point of that is to not let no one get it over the top.
You're right. You got a point there.
So if we're letting, and Lord, I watch coaches, and when coaches circle something or highlight a play, he highlighted that play it was the first series when they went up top, and I think that's when that guy made all them crazy like 3 calls of off. I think it was I forgot what the 3 calls was, but anyway, that right there was the changing point of the game because in halftime he went in. And if you think about it, they ain't put up no points to like the fourth quarter because they went and made adjustments like, yo, we can go over the top at will. At will. He had the average of 4 seconds, Lord.
To
throw the ball. The average quarterback has to get the ball out in 2 seconds. Correct me if I'm wrong, Lord.
Oh, yeah, you're right, man. Shoot, you preaching, boy.
So when you got 4 seconds, Lord, and you're taking a 5-step drop, Lord, you have no pressure. That right there, Lord, that should have told our defensive coordinator we can no longer play the defense that I want to play. We don't have the personnel.
Right. We definitely don't have the personnel. Defense win championships. So far, we 29th in defense right now, and we got to wait for all of the numbers come up after Monday Night Football. But we 29th in defense right now. And I love defense more than I love offense. So it's going to be a long journey for us if we can't get a hold to better defenses.
And I need Freaky Fergie. I know you listen. I know you tapped in. Fergie, I need you to catch some balls, B. I don't know what you're doing. Ever since your little concuss last year, Ferg, you ain't been the same, B. Go see some therapy. I don't know what you need to do, but I need you to get a hold of yourself, my guy. You hear me, Playboy? That's word to my grams, man. And look, I like 33. I know. I love 33. I love what he brings to the game. I need blue magic, though, Lord. I need that change of pace, Lord.
We all need that, and Blue Magic got to get out there on the field, man. I don't know what he need to do during practice or what have you, but he need to be activated because we need a little bit more speed in the backfield. And the reason why I'm saying this, and it's not to take away from Javonte. I like what once again, I'm gonna say this again. I like what he's doing, but I can see the Cowboys angling of, look, I'm the rookie head coach. I'm going to start the veteran guys, and that's going to be Javonte and Miles Sanders because he just scored a touchdown. And so it's going to be a situation where it's going to be a longer, probably footing for us to get Blue out there on the field.
Facts. Well, Lord, look, man, I'm emotional whether we win or lose. But I don't know why, for some reason, Lord, I felt better last week after a loss than I do this. Am I crazy, Lord? Talk to me.
No, man, but I'm telling you, you should be feeling good about this win, regardless. It's a divisional game win, so we
of course.
What we got to look at it. What we got to look at it from here is that the Giants are better than what we thought they were.
Oh, their defense is solid. Their defense is solidified. I would like to go get one of their pass rushers. They got like 4.
No doubt, man. But in closing, what you got for me in closing?
All right, let me land my plane, Lord. I'm going to land the plane by saying this, Lord. We have to. My mother told me a long time ago, your biggest enemy is your inner me.
Yeah.
So I need somebody to pass that on to Jerry and let him know, Jerry, your biggest enemy is your enemy. It's you looking in the mirror at Jerry.
Yeah.
Jerry is the biggest. He's the common denominator. We're asking for pass rush when he gave up the best pass rusher in the league. Make it make sense, Lord.
We'll try, man. Appreciate for calling in, my dog. Appreciate you. Let me hear you say it, bro.
I'm gonna calm down. Let me breathe, Lord. Wow, bam, Cowboys. I ain't a killer, but don't push me, Jerry.
Yes, indeed, man. Yes, indeed. That's my guy, VIP. And here's what I'm going to say from all of this. It's okay to get y'all frustration out. A win is a win, right? We celebrate this. It's better to be 1-1 right now than 0-2, right? So I never would say, hey, man, let's not get the win, right? At the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, a win is a win. No matter how you splice it. No matter, regardless of it, at least we can look back at it and say, all right, cool. We know where we need to have to fix out things at. You don't want to peak too soon. We can stack these things together and build upon this. We got Pickens going this game. He was able to catch a touchdown, right? What changes that they make on defense? It's not a lot of changes that they made on defense from one week to the other. But we can literally say to ourselves, at least the resilient factor of this team stood tall. We could have easily folded, but we didn't. That's the only thing that I can say. Now, down the stretch, by us looking the way we did, I guarantee you, Jerry picked up their phone and said, what was that differences? Yeah, let's go ahead and bring Clowney in. That was the difference there. That was the difference. That's exactly what happened. And let me give y'all these stats, man. I appreciate y'all so much for jumping in. We got some few callers. Let y'all call in. The phone line for your mind is pinned to the top. Shout out to Ice Cold Cowboy. But we have here the Bills, Cowboys. The Bills, the Colts, Chargers, Cowboys. When they update, because this is how they used offensively, the total yards, we will be having the 4th ranked offense in the National Football League once all of the updates, right? That's how they do it. As far as rushing, we probably be like top 10 indeed in that particular category. Let me see. So we 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We number 10 in this grouping. Right, we averaging 127. All of these things are necessary, Cowboy Nation. Very much so necessary. Yards allowed. we allowed a lot of yards. We got to clear this up. Where we at? So PFF didn't update yet, but we're going to be 30th ranked. We're going to be the 30th ranked team when it's all said and done. Once they do the update, they haven't updated yet. So when they update, we'll be ranked 30th in defense. Let me tell y'all something. Who's old enough to remember the 8-8, 8-8, 8-8 seasons? Who's old enough to remember? That's where we're going to. You'll win a game, lose a game, win a game, lose a game. Now, we have a chance right now, and by me telling you guys this is not panicking law. This is not me trying to tell y'all how to worry about the Cowboys and we only going to win 7 to 8 games, none of that stuff. I still have us a 10-plus win team. Matter of fact, I still got us winning 12 games. My stance haven't changed. Although, on the Super Friends show, I said 13-4. This can all change if we continue to put pressure, sense of urgency, and tell Jerry, hey, man, I like what you're doing. We love what you're doing. But, hey, the results will be this. Wasted if we can't get better defense out there on the field. You got to have the sense of urgency to at least get this defense. To play better. We got to figure out ways to get pass rush, and they're making that stride. We got to figure out how to get linebackers that can cover, and we got to have better safety plays on the back end on defense. If not, we'll be talking about, hey, man, we fought hard for 2025, but wait till 2026 come. We fought hard 2026, but wait for 2027. No more of that, ladies and gentlemen. I'm trying to win now. And we would not be able to win now organically. You're going to have to see the problem to correct the problem. And I'm very iffy. I didn't even bring up special teams. I can't stand our special team. Boy, we see how valuable Bones Fossils is. And on top of that, the special team kicker is good, But I'm talking about the way we are not really filling in our gaps exchange. There was a few plays like, whoa, hey, what was that? The doctor's job is to tell you that you are way above your BMI. You're going to have to lose weight. The doctor's job is to tell you if you continue to eat this way, you will be approaching high blood pressure. The doctor's job is to tell you you are in very serious conditionings of being a diabetic if you don't change your eating habits. That doesn't mean that you're going to die that day. That doesn't mean you're going to die that year. So when I'm talking about these things that we having issues at, I'm just putting out warning signs. Yes, it's good that you woke up this morning and you started you on your way. And the Lord is blessing you right now, right now. He woke me up this morning, and he started me on my way. But at the end of the day, you're going to have to put in some work to get the results. That's what we're having a session on right now. So what I'm trying to tell y'all, even though we are celebrating this victory, put that cake down. Why? Because the doctor said your sugar, you're eating too much of that. You can't have Kool-Aid this week. Why? There's too much sucrose in that. We got to start eating healthy right now, ladies and gentlemen. But it's okay. This is just a checkup. And that's all I'm telling y'all. You don't have to like me. You don't have to pretty much understand what I'm saying. But I'm nothing more than just what that doctor is saying. The doctor is not making you eat this cake. The doctor is not telling you to eat bigger portions than what you're supposed to. I'm just saying that we have to switch up our diet. Now, what makes Matt Eberflus a real good defensive coordinator is the same thing that makes him a really bad one. Law, what are those things? Well, he's stubborn. The same thing what makes Jerry Jones. He's a great owner, a great business guy. He's great. But the same thing that makes him great is the same thing that makes him bad. Too much of anything can be bad for you. Mad Max says, I love cake, though. This is for what it is. Got the next caller on the line. Kobe from the 817. You're live on The Nation, brought to you by Sleeper.
Hey, what's going on, Law?
Hey, all is well, can't complain.
Man, yesterday, man, after the game, I had to sit down, give me a crown and coat, pop one of them stogies, man, and I had to woosah after that one. That was a nail body there, man.
Yeah.
That was a nail body there, man. There's a lot of things to look at.
Uh-oh. Where you at, Kobe?
Yeah.
Where you at, Kobe?
You hear it?
Hey, man. Nah, man. Look. I don't want you to get swallowed up, man. But hold on. Let me go to the good hoodie. Hold on. Hey, just stay online. Get to another location. The good hoodie, man, from the 217. You're live on The Nation, man. Talk to me.
Hey, Law, how you doing today, man?
Man, I'm doing great, man. I can't complain, bro.
Man, 2 weeks in the season, already an emotional roller coaster.
It is.
I agree with some of the callers before, saying like you felt kind of good going against the champions and performing the way we did. But in New York, we were supposed to blow them out. We've blown them out the majority of the time we faced them. So it's concerning because this first half of the season, we're supposed to dominate to get in that flow because we hit that gauntlet towards the end of the season. And especially teams that are coming, I'm going to mention a team in 2 weeks, Green Bay. Yeah. Even watching them, if you can't stop the pass, that's all Green Bay does is push the ball down the field. That's all that they do. The last 2 weeks of the season, Jordan Love has been slinging to every one of the receivers.
Yeah. Boy.
So if we let one Malik Neighbors get darn near 200 yards on us, it doesn't matter if you can stop the run if they throw him for 500 yards, Russell Wilson. So it's just insane to me. I don't really foresee, I mentioned with the things that we need and the things that we like. I like the fact that we have a solid back with Williams. He runs hard, but there is no compliment. And he is definitely somebody who would do even better if there was that mix-up, similar to how the Lions do with Gibbs and Montgomery.
Ooh, you speaking my language. Yeah.
But as far as diagnosis, well, the doctor is saying that currently constructed Dak Prescott as having to win every single one of our games. You know, we're predicated on how well he performs,
right,
and how well he's able to sling the ball into tight coverage. And he played another great week, being able to throw the ball into double teams to Lamb and Pickens, and really being the main catalyst of keeping us alive,
right,
you know, in the game. But it is concerning, man. I don't know if we can pick up, I guess, Gilmore or anybody else to solidify the cornerback room, but do you foresee us utilizing any of those draft picks to make a splash this year?
That's what I'm trying to push. I'm trying to push the narrative. That's my narrative. I want them to say, excuse my French, F those picks, right? Got 4 of them, package them together, go get you a stud now. Let's stop trying to wait 5 years down the stretch and say, okay, we're going to be good then, right? I think that the Cowboys need to have a sense of urgency. I get it. Jadeveon Clowney, who haven't been into anybody's training camp, right? They literally pulling him up off the couch, right? Saying, okay, we're going to bring him in for a cup of coffee that all 31 other teams decided to move on from, right? Or didn't decide to bring him in. So it's one of those things that I don't want people to think that I'm bashing Jadeveon or not giving him a free shot at this. But I want to bring the realism back to the table to let people know that a 32-year-old guy that haven't been in nobody's training camp, nobody's preseason, is going to roll off the couch and going to be a difference maker for us. That's what we hoping, right?
Well, facts, but
right.
The Joneses do this every year.
Every year,
they try to make it seem as if we are of lower intelligence, insulting our intelligence, because we can compare this move to that T.Y. Hilton move or that James
Washington.
It's just like, come on, man. You know this guy's. And shout out to Dave, man. I mean, he gonna get his check.
Yeah.
His money on.
Yeah.
But it's like he's not gonna change life for our defense. But the Joneses do this every year, and I'm not gonna be insulted this year. So although I am always rooting for our team, it's just managing the expectation. You know, right now we're not sustainable. So unless there's a change, it's going to be like you said, 8-8, 8-9 all year.
Right. We just gotta enjoy the win. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy the checkup. You got a chance to see the doctor. He gave you a good report, but he's saying that, hey, based on these things, your measurables and your measurements is leaning. You got to get that. You got to get closer to your BMI, right? Or your sugar levels. You got to get that down. Your blood pressure. You got to get that down. Right now, you're right there at it, but this is not going to be something sustainable enough. So let's see how they look in week 3. Normally, we get a better read of a team by week 4, and the problem is that we're going up against a team that's not struggling in offense to that point of degree, and they're going to bring a lot of pressure on defense. So we got to get ready for that. And we are man down. We got no, we got Brock Hoffman out there. You know what I'm saying?
For like 8 weeks, right? He's going to be out there for a minute.
Yeah, so we got to be proactive, not retroactive. Man, I appreciate you for calling in. Plug all of the stuff that you've been doing too, by the way, bro.
Hey, man, shout out to Law Nation Sports. It's the Good Hoodie channel. Follow me on TikTok and YouTube, man. How about them Cowboys?
How about them Cowboys, man? That's the Good Hoodie, man. Good hoodie, man. He does a great job in all of what he's doing on TikTok and beyond, man. I love seeing that. I love seeing content creators contenting, right? And I'm just saying we're going to not all have the same opinions, right? We're not going to all have the same belief. But these are just my thoughts and rationale of everything. Like I say, we should be happy about this win, but also understanding, right, the cost that's involved. Johnny Blue says, why don't we rush the punter and kicker during these extra points and field goals? DC for life. Love me some Law Nation. Appreciate you. Thank you so much for dropping them coins off over here, man. I really appreciate you. Much love to you. Sanjay states, I'd rather have a team pass on me than to run the ball and control the TOP. In any shootout game, we either won or had a chance. Not too much against the dominant run teams. Yeah, I mean, that is two ways to look at it. But I would rather to be balanced. So we're saying this now, but don't pass in the highlights. If we were not able to get things, and here's the other thing too, though. And I feel you, Sanjay, on that. I 1,000% agree with you. But we do know that being ranked 30th in defense is not sustainable enough, right? And there will be a time that if we are relying on Dak Prescott to have every shootout game that we got to score 30 or more points, then people would dismiss the things that he's doing in the moment, just like they did when, and I was looking at the chat, just like they did when the interception occurred, even though the ball hit the ground. And I don't know why that play wasn't reviewed, but that's a whole nother conversation. People would dismiss the 300 to 400 yards that Dak Prescott threw, and they would talk about the one INT. He have to damn near play perfect. And that is the same situation that we had in the earlier years of Dak Prescott, especially when we was talking about 2019, 2020 to a degree. They would say, well, these are empty calorie stats. These are garbage time numbers. And then there will be teams that will pull off on you if you can't stop that passing. And it can expose us to a degree, right? So what would better this team, especially on defense, would be us reeling it back, running the ball, even though we are liking what we're seeing from Javonte Williams. But I think that we need to run more. I do not want to see Dak Prescott. I get it, MVP, Dak, put it on his back, put it on his chest and say, hey, he's the best and all of these sorts of things. I just don't see Dak Prescott as the kind of caliber of quarterback that go in and week out with 30 to 40 attempts a game. I do not want that for him. I want him to get back to that sweet number of 25 to maybe 27 attempts a game and put this thing back on the running backs. In the history of the Dallas Cowboys, we never won anything as it relates to Super Bowl, NFC championship games with the quarterback throwing with that much of a time. We got to get back to the ways of running the ball, control the clock, and running the ball would keep that defense off the field. That we not definitely generating any pass rush, and we're not definitely on a situation creating turnovers. So that's what I'm looking at it from those particular perspectives. All right, I got the next caller on, and it's from my guy. Hold on, I'm going to go back to you, Kobe. Where you at, Kobe? You gone, Kobe? But let me get my guy from the 469. What's on your mind? You're live on the Nation. Talk to me.
Hey, what's up, Law Nation? Hope you had a good weekend.
I did.
Hey,
bro.
man, I almost had a heart attack last Sunday, man. Sure, you got to check my blood pressure on that one.
Yeah.
But, hey, a dub is a dub. We'll take it. I'll leave you my 2 beans, and then I'll let you go, man. First and foremost, this defense is not sustainable having this zone coverage. And I think the person that's missing Michael Parsons the most is Matt Elufu, or I'm just gonna call him Matt. I can't pronounce his last name right now, but Matt, right?
Mm-hmm.
To play zone, you cannot play zone without a special type of talent to get to the quarterback. Right. And I think when Matt took this job, he was like, all right, I mean, I have this scheme set up perfectly. You know, I got Mike on the outside. I got these corners that can cover, Revel, Diggs, Bland, you know, and then you have 2 respectable safeties when they do their job well, right?
Yeah.
Now, when you take a generational pass rusher, take him off this team, and then you have some of your best corners that are not 100%, one is hurt, you are asking for disaster to happen within your scheme, because nothing you throw out there is going to work. I mean, you saw it from the first, what was it like the third and long, 3rd and 20, and Giants were to convert so easy.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's not sustainable. So my thing is, can Matt adjust how he did after that rain delay with the Eagles? Because if he doesn't adjust, then it's just going to be a long season of not having the right personnel or play call with this type of scheme, right? And my last point is this. One promising thing, and I'm going to die on this, is I really think Shotty, without him, I'm going to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
If Mike McCarthy, Jason Garrett, or one of those tougher coaches were our coach within those 25 seconds, I'm already telling you, Law, I had no faith in that win.
Yeah.
But with Shotty, you saw no quit, no no blinking, right?
Right.
Yeah, but yeah, you saw no quit, you saw nothing, and you saw, hey, let's just go get to this field goal range, and we got the best damn kicker in football, and let's get this done from Plano, Texas. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, indeed.
So I don't know what they're paying Aubrey now, but having him is a cheat code, and I mean, I hate to say this, but this causes a little, I'm not going to say concern for other teams, but now other teams are going to look at us like, damn, we're going to have to be, be more aggressive on these downs, because we cannot let Aubrey get to that middle of the logo, because if he does, you're already asking for, like a sure shot to get in there. But yeah, that's all I got, Law. DC for life. No faith. We don't run. We even after a loss or dub. But I'm gonna say this: did we deserve to win yesterday? Absolutely.
Yeah.
But we damn sure could have lost. You know. So I'll leave it at that. And you have a great one. Shout out to you, Law, and shout out to all DC for life, man. Peace out.
Yes, indeed, man. Yes, indeed. That's my guy, man. And I always love hearing babies in the background. That means the nation is growing. That baby that can hear him talking about these Cowboys and probably hear subtle sounds of Law Nation. He's going to grow up with the silver and blue. It's already pumping in his veins, right? So I always love hear a baby crying or laughing or indie mix, right? Gaga goo goo, gaga goo goo. Yeah, you can be like, gaga Cowboys, So yes, indeed. He's raising that baby right. But with that being said, man, y'all right, man, with all of this. And don't sleep on the Cowboys. Just don't sleep on them. It's better to be in this situation versus being 0-2, right? Nobody would thought right now that the Kansas City Chiefs be 0-2, right? They 0-2. We better than them. So keep that onto your mental mindset. And we got to play them boys. I just hate that by the time we play them, they have all of their act together.
Sleeper is the #1 fantasy sports app. It pays to know sports. Pick more or less on top players. Your first pick is on us, so start winning now. Play in Texas, Georgia, Minnesota, and 27 more states. Pick anytime across all sports, pregame or live. Over 10 million players are already on Sleeper. Make your picks count. Score up to 1,000 times your cash. Join today, get up to $100 credit using the code LAW. Call your shot on Sleeper. Download now.
Yes, indeed, bro. Oh, yeah. Don't y'all sleep on these Cowboys. Boy, y'all better be sure to be prepared for this season. And it's better to see what we need to improve at now versus too late, right? So that's why it's necessary for us to have these talk pieces and these talk conversations. But neither here nor there. If you want to get 100% of your $100 matched up to that, just download the Sleeper app, use promo code LAW, and let's get things moving and grooving. I got Kobe, and then I got 100 grand, and then we got Glenn out of Philly. But let me circle back to my guy, Kobe. You're live from the 817, man.
What's going on, my guy? I'm sorry about that.
Yeah.
Man. I'm out here doing my landscaping out here in the country, so
yeah.
I had to get on back in the truck and drive down the road a little bit to call you back. But man, I just wanted to encourage the nation, man. What we saw yesterday, man, was a lot of concerns, but a lot of hope.
Yeah.
Because our team, our young team, our new team, a rookie coach, you know what I mean? This is his first head coaching job, and, he's been in the league for a very long time. But for him to stay poised and keep all 3 timeouts, we ain't seen no coach do that in a very long time.
Right.
We kept all 3 timeouts to make sure that we can get down the field and kick that field goal. Because we all ultimately know once we get to the start, old Butter gonna make it every time. So he knew that. He knew to keep them 3 timeouts. That was hope right there. We got hope in our kicker.
Yep.
We got hope in Dak, our starting quarterback, who's been arguably, if not the behind Josh Allen, the best quarterback this far in these last 2 games. So be encouraged. We got Dak and we got Butter, man.
Yeah.
And we gonna get it together, like you said earlier. It's good to go through these growing pains right now than to be going through them in October, November, December.
Come on with it.
You know?
Yeah.
I want to go through it right now. I want to get all the prints out. I want to add the right pieces now. I want to see where we flawed at right now. Because in the future, the Bible says our latter days shall be better than our former days.
Come on with it, man.
Right now.
Come on with it.
If we hold on tight.
Hold on.
If we hold on. Keep the faith. Keep trusting. Keep, pushing and bettering ourselves. Man, it's going to look good down the road, man.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to look good. Like you say, if we can add another piece with Javonte, we can be an unstoppable run team.
Come on with it.
You know what I mean? If that offensive line can click like it's supposed to,
yeah,
it'll be an unstoppable offense, man. I'm telling you. So it's only a matter of time, man. But I just wanted to call and put hope into our nation.
Yeah.
Yes, that was a tough game to look at. That was a tough game to watch yesterday. But we won.
We won.
And at the end of the day, that's all this game matters about, wins and losses. That's it.
Yes, indeed, man. That's Kobe. Determined. He could have stopped earlier, but he decided to continue to press forward. Yes. You see, it all works out for the good. He was in an area where they had no connection. But the problem to most people is that they will stay there expecting something to change. But no, Kobe decided to get back into his automobile and drive down a little bit further to be able to speak to Law Nation. And there's a word out there, not to be stagnant, to keep hope and keep hope alive. H-O-P-E. What do that mean, Cowboy Nation? Hold on. Pain is ending. Hold on. Pain is ending. So being able to see where your pitfalls are at, you got to continue to hold on. Even in the midst of where you think that you are not going to be able to see yourself through. But you got to continue to move forward. You just never know. You never know, ladies and gentlemen, when that ram is in the bush.
Sacrifice.
Yeah, you never know when that ram is in the bush. You see, you thought we had to sacrifice our own child. But we steadfast and we kept moving and we kept going, and all of a sudden, that ram was in that bush. Boy, come on with it.
Sacrifice. Don't give up the fight.
Everything gonna be all right.
On any given Sunday, yeah. Take the money out.
But you just never know. So put H-O-P-E in the chat, baby, if you still got hope in you. Because I got a lot of hope in my heart. And speaking of that, I got a guy by the name of 100 grand. I didn't have to call and let him know that he was 90 grand. I didn't have to see if he was 50 grand. I haven't had to see that he was 10 grand. I know that he's still 100 grand because we got to plan with the wind. Come on with it, baby.
Hey, man.
slap your neighbor with $100.
Take the money out.
Hey, man.
Yo.
Like I say, rather be 1-1 than 0-2.
Yeah.
Because the Giants fans out here, man.
Yeah.
Russell Wilson, he played the perfect game, and we still can't beat them Cowboys.
Yeah. Russell Wilson. Wilson to Wilson. Just wait. You can book it. You can bank on it because they were the ultimate accident waiting to happen. Man. That's exactly what happened. Come on with it.
I said before Russell, when they got the ball to do that drive, I said, come on now, Dak Prescott threw his interception. Where the Giants turnover at? And then that's when he threw that pick.
He threw it right to him. Malik Neighbors was wide open. Malik Neighbors was like, wait a minute, I'm right here, I'm wide open.
As soon as I said that, the Lord said, just wait on it.
Just wait on your blessing. Yeah. Oh, boy. Yes, and Wilson. Hey, Wilson didn't even know he caught it. He was like, "Whoa, what's this me?"
When he threw that touchdown, he looked up at the sky. He holding his hands out like he was the man. And then when he threw that touchdown, you thought was going to win you the game. You thought you had to get the winning touchdown. I said, nah, it can't end like this. No way, nah, they can't beat us.
They
like
can't
this.
do us like this, man. Not at our own home. You look. Tom Landry sent an angel himself down there and said,
he blocked the ball. He took the ball and got it.
Had the wind to go in the stadium. The AC done kicked on, and that's what happened. See, people fail to realize. Wait a minute, Meshach, Rashach, and Abednego. Hey, I thought there were 3 people in there. There's a 4th one in there. They thought that there was 11 people in the stand or 11 people on the field, but it was the 12th man. The 12th man was the Wilson with the INT. Yes. So hold on. Pain is ending. We got a super chat. Hold tight for me. JR with the super chat.
Jose Rodriguez, $19.99. Law, you demand. Shout out to the nation. I witnessed that victory live and in color. The crowd was in it, then out of it, then back in it. I never have up hope even with 25 seconds left in the 4th.
That's what I'm talking about. DC for life, man. Rodriguez was like that thief on the cross right next to the Savior, right? And he was like, in this day, you will be with me in paradise. Come on with it. He kept the faith, man. Come on with it. Boy, we taking church on a Monday, Victory Monday, man. Sir. But what you got for me, 100 grand? What you got for me, man?
Listen, man. And this defense, man. I'm not happy. I'm not. I'm not. And everybody's saying, we felt good last week, but I don't think it's the fact that we feel bad this week,
right?
Because of the evidence of what we got the Giants of what they have known to be. They a better team this year. They just can't put it together. That defense is good.
Yeah.
The offense need work. The only reason why they cooked us is because we don't have a pass. If we had a pass rush alone, not putting up no 34 points.
Right.
Even if we was getting pressures. You speeding up the quarterback. He ain't got time to set his feet and put it perfectly. He got, even on that interception, Law, if you look back at the interception he threw, he was sped up. That wasn't no clean throw. He was sped up.
Yeah.
And who is the main guy sacking the quarterback? The guy we got. He got 2 sacks.
Yeah.
2 games.
James. Oh, you talking about a Clark? Kenny.
Oh, yeah.
Clark. Yeah.
Didn't he get a sack yesterday?
I think he did. Yeah.
Got a sack yesterday.
Yeah.
So this clowning, even if it's the fear, he got 9 sacks. What was it, last year? He got 9 sacks.
5.5.
You still got the fear of okay, man. This guy, we got to pay attention to him. He can sneak and get you a sack. So that's going to help the guy that we got in the trade. That's going to help him. That's going to help him. And then when you add him to the mix, you got to double team him. So that's going to help Clowney. That's going to help Clowney win on his one-on-ones and help the other pass rushers that we got. That's going to open everybody up more to help this defense out, See, people not paying attention to that. That's going to help it out. And I think another reason why they not playing blue is because, like you said, you got tape. It take 50. It's going to take more than 49 players this whole year. So if you can play blue down the line, that we ain't got tape on him. We don't know what they're going to do with him.
All right.
So I'm concerned, but I'm not. Save him. We winning games. You don't need a guy. Like you said, we getting 4 yards every time you run the ball. We getting 3 yards. We might bust one out.
Yeah.
That's helping Dak out. That's you gotta respect that run. You gotta keep that run, because if you don't, we'll bust run out on you. And that's what we did yesterday. You gotta keep trucking. Yeah, we're not getting big runs every time, but if you get 3, then you turn around and get 6. Then you turn around and bust out a hard run for 9, or bust out a hard run for 15. We like to bust him out now. But we do this in the morning. You know what I'm saying? But that keeps them being honest.
Right.
That keeps Dak darting them up. Because you got to respect the run. We didn't have that last year. There was no run. We wasn't even getting 3 yards a carry. We was getting 1, maybe 2. Then we'll go backwards.
Yeah.
We're not doing that this year so far in 2 games. And that's why we putting up the points we putting up.
Right.
Yeah, if we had Jadon Blue busting out those big yards, instead of we'll be putting up 30 points consistently. Yeah. But I'd rather wait on it until he get it right. So when he come out there, he know exactly what he doing, rather than to just put him out there, he don't know what he doing, and then he can't pick up a blitz, and that get hit.
And then he out. Yeah, you're right.
And then he out.
So from my understanding, and for what I'm getting details from, is that expect Jadon Blue not to be active in this Bears game. If they're going to activate Blue, it's going to be a home game, and that could be week 4 or down the stretch. So, man, you're right.
Don't even think I can even think past week 4, because that defense, they could come on, man. They're not going to put Blue out there, and you got Parsons out there. Is you crazy? You're not going to do that. Is you crazy? I expect who we got after. Who we got at? Oh, we got the Jets. We got the Jets. Well, the Jets defense is kind of good too.
Yeah, and then I think we play Atlanta. We play Atlanta this year too, right?
I expect Blue to be out there week 6 when we play Carolina.
Okay.
Because Carolina, they're the same old Carolina, y'all. They're the same old Carolina. So I expect Blue to be out there in Carolina, kind of to get his feet wet. But but these next 2 games, I don't expect Blue to play. I don't. Unless it's first down or second down. Yeah. But he's not going to be out there in third down and fourth down.
Yeah, you're right. No. You're right.
And I think they don't want to do that, because that's telegraphing what they're going to do. So you don't want to put them out there on first and second down, because that's letting you know, Cowboys are going to run the ball, man. Cowboys going to throw at the Blue. And this coach don't want you to know what they going to do.
No doubt. Man, you on the money, man. But in closing, what else you got, bro?
So, I mean, I feel like just let the cake bake. Let the cake bake, man. Let the cake bake. If we continue to win and we continue to get better, this offense is the driving force of this football team for right now, but it's early, and I would like for it to be early rather than the peak now and fade at the end. I would rather for us to win and just gain momentum. So when we get towards the end, we know what type of football team we got. Right. We got our identity, and we rolling toward the playoffs. So we moving exactly how I want us to move. Man. The Packers, all those other teams that's winning, they peaking now. They rocking now. Oh, they going to fade towards the end? Nah, I would rather for us to build up this momentum, but we're winning as we're doing it. I would like to win as we're doing it. So we moving in the right direction to me, man.
No doubt, bro. No, hold. Let people know where they can find and follow you and support you and all of this good stuff.
All right, guys, follow me at Graphic Zone HD on Instagram and Facebook. That's Graphic Zone HD on Instagram and Facebook.
Yes, indeed, man. That's my guy, man. All right, bro. All right, so that's 100 grand, not 50 nor 90. He's the full 100. All right, so Chris states 450 folks watching, only 305 likes, man. Come on with it, man. Sure, I'm giving y'all overtime right now for your mind. Yeah, we can always wrap this thing up and get on up out of here. So hit that like button, share this content. All right. I got Rod, and then I got Big Amish, and then I'm seeing Donnie for the 909, and MJ, hold tight. We're going to get right to you. Oh, hold on. My bad. Glenn out of Philly, and then Rod. My bad, Glenn. Glenn was like, hey, man, what's going on, man? Glenn, what's good with you, bro?
Yeah, man. I'm like, yo,
what's up, man? See the 215, you know? What you got for me?
I'm like, who the producer of your show? You better get right, bro.
He said, I'm next, man. Come on with it.
You got Fred as a producer falling asleep.
Wake up, Fred. You know.
Wake up, Fred.
Yes, indeed.
Yo, first thing first, a few things. Sorry for your loss. I don't know what happened with your family, but I heard a few things the last couple of days. You know, sorry for your loss. You know, family is important. I don't know what actually transpired, but I know they said you was going through something the last couple of weeks.
Oh yeah.
So just want to let you know that. I'm so happy for you that your brother was able to come see you. I had an older brother, 6 years apart. He was 6 years older. We looked just alike. Lost him during COVID. Lost my best friend growing up during COVID. So I know I couldn't. Those moments when my brother came into town, or when I went to go visit him and visit my childhood buddy, those were just great moments, man. We just couldn't wait to bust it up, go get a grub, go have a good time. So I know how important those moments are. I'm so happy for you that you had a good time with your brother.
Oh yeah, we had a great time, man.
And before I get into my points, third but not last, appreciate your words earlier. I know you didn't want to go on a political rant, but I do appreciate your words. This world, this nation got to get better. But I think you need to get another platform so we can talk about that. On the other side.
I'm definitely gonna start me a political law channel. We just gonna highlight all the political stuff. We just gonna get right there, diddy with it. You know what I'm saying?
And make sure you got Atlas Razor, because we all know you ain't using. Anyway, no, I didn't.
Atlas, man.
About the game and about football, just a few things. I wish we weren't so cute and didn't think that we need to use tight ends like the rest of the league. Once again, I will always go down that rant. We got to use tight ends. Everybody use them. Everybody use their tight ends in the red zone. I don't know what shot he's waiting for. I guess we'll see it later. But Packers, they just use their tight ends. Their tight ends last week ran every route under the route tree. Right. They were just killing. But before I let you go, 1:04 left in the game. I called you after game one, and the gentleman that just you finished talking to called me everything under the sun, cussing this, that, and the other. It's very, very important. I know it's not sexy. I know it goes unnoticed. You have to use your running backs in a 2-3 minute offense when you have timeouts. Right. 1:04 left in the game. Jadon Blue, what did he do? He popped it. Pause. He popped it. What I said about using your running backs in a 3-minute, 2-minute situation, it surprises the defense, and it also settled down your quarterback. Jadon Blue had 2 runs on that drive, and we scored a touchdown in that drive. And I was called everything under the sun when I made that point. Use your running backs. If you go back and look at
you meant Miles Sanders, right? Not Jadon, right?
No. Jadon broke that. He broke like a 12-yard run. It was 1:04 left in the game.
Jadon Blue. Remember, he haven't been active all year this year.
I mean, I'm sorry, not Blue. Williams.
Javonte Williams. Okay.
Yeah. My bad. Y'all talking about Blue so much. Javonte Williams. He popped that run. 1:04 left in the game. We had time. I don't even think we had to use our timeouts. And I think that was the drive when Pickens scored his touchdown. So Javon Williams had 2 good runs on that. So long story short, when you're in a 3-minute offense, 4-minute offense, you got timeouts, 2 timeouts, 3 timeouts. Please use your running backs. You can pop one. You can settle your quarterback down. You don't have to just drop back and throw. And against the Eagles, I know CD dropped the ball.
Right.
But what I'm saying is you have time to run the ball. You can settle Dak down. He doesn't have to go out and throwing it all over the place when you have timeouts. That's all I'm trying to say.
Oh, yeah.
Just take a look at it and you'll see what I'm saying. But thanks for everything that you do. family first, God first, family second, and stop letting your daughters, steal your pockets on that Minecraft, buddy.
You ain't lying. Shout out to Glenn out of Philly, man. Yes, indeed. Women be shopping. You can't stop a woman from shopping. And my little ladies, they going to be shopping. And it's hard for me to tell them no, though. I ain't going to even hold y'all. Here's the thing. With Schottenheimer. Last game, I had only two gripes with him on play calling, right? And not to just point out every play. It was the 3rd and 1 play for me that I kind of lost it a little bit, right? Apologies to y'all, right? But I want to be my authentic self, even though I'm dialing it down when we doing these play-by-play stuff, right? I'm dialing that part down, But the other part is the usage with your playmakers. You got to get them comfortable. I think that there should be something where you can get CeeDee Lamb going early, right? And you can get Pickens going early. I think that we need to get away. This is a Dak deal, right? And I'm not beating up Dak. This is just my opinion. Who's all in the 90s? Show of hands of who was our 3rd wide receiver. And I know it's a different era, 3 decades ago. But who was our 3rd wide receiver? Who was our 4th wide receiver? Without using Google, without cheating and using ChatGPT, right? When the game was on the line, Troy had his bread and butters going, man. It was playmaker, Alvin Harper. And it definitely wasn't Alvin Harper. It was always on 3rd down. Jay Novacek. You had other weapons that you can utilize and use, right? So what I'm getting at is that I definitely do not like when we target Jalen Tolbert. I know you want to get him involved, but it's too late in the game. He had a clear drop. And my thing is, go to your weapons, go to your dogs, bro. And I get it. We can talk about the drops and everything. I would rather lose a game going to my playmaker versus going to the ancillary pieces. I would rather lose that way because in the time and the moments when they get bigger and brighter, they can make those necessary adjustments down the stretch. Go to your bread and butter. We need bread and butter guys, baby, But I do get it that we want to spread it out and do all of those things. But down the stretch, go to your bread and butters, man. Appreciate y'all. I see y'all. K-Dub, yep. But Novacek was the 3rd option. Yeah, so our pieces going to have to elevate themselves. If it's Jake Ferguson, you're going to have to play better, bro. Can't have the ball bouncing off your bodies. Can't have the ball bouncing off your fingers. I know that Ferg, he been hanging tight with Kelsey. I think that that's contagious. Kelsey dropped the ball the other day. Boy, if y'all would have seen me somewhere when Kelsey dropped that ball, boy, because if Kelsey catch that ball, everybody in this division will be 1-1, and then, of course, the Giants will be 0-2 or what have you, and we have a stronger chance in fighting this all the way through. But what I'm saying is, in these bigger and brighter moments, and I know there's going to be pushback from the Tolbert community and these sorts of things, but I just want us to get better, and I want us to design ourselves to be better. And going to your ancillary pieces in a pivotal down is not where we win in this game. Right. And Albert, he did play well, but I'm just saying, I'm not taking a dump on him, but I want the Cowboys to target their guys that they going to really lean on. And if that's not the case, then what are they there if they supposed to have the one-on-one coverages and they can't execute? Elam didn't play well at all. This Albert, you're right. Where is Mingo? Mingo is still hurt. He's recovering. All right, and I have Rod. Cowboy, you're live from the 678. Talk to me.
Hey, Law. Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, man.
Hope all is well with you and your family.
Mm-hmm. All is well.
Hey, I got a couple of points here. Well, for one, I was listening and watching with the watch party with Boss Coach Marv and those guys yesterday.
Mm.
Always love always love their perspectives and everything. And West Coast, great insight on the game and everything. A few points I want to bring up and everything, but I want to find out what's the status of Cooper Beebe. Is he going to be out for about 6 to 8 weeks or so?
6 to 8. I always add an extra day or extra week on because of recovery time and getting back into football, pace of plan. Yeah.
So we're talking about he probably will be back after the bye week.
Give or take. Yep.
Give or take. Okay. So now that means that Brock Hoffman and who is it? Tyler Bass.
Yeah, Brock Hoffman, Tyler Bass. So this is what I would do. I'm looking at the schedule now. I'm glad that you mentioned that. So I'm looking at Cooper Beebe being back basically the Philly game, November the 23.
Okay.
Yeah, because I don't want to start him on the road into Vegas, get him back on the road. I want to get him back at home at least,
Yeah, I can understand that here. I mean, I'm out here in Vegas, so I know once that game goes on between with the Raiders, that field will get torn up at Allegiant Stadium because they use the grass field, which is weird because when they have UNLV football games, they switch out the field and go with a turf field.
Yeah.
So. But yeah, that field can get tore up and everything, the grass field that they use for the Raiders. I don't know why they do that, but then just keep it one surface. Right. But anyway, a few points about yesterday's game. And I always want to let Cowboy Nation know, anytime when there's a divisional game, regardless of how we beat a team 10, 12, 13 straight games, they're always going to get the best. It's going to be a drag-out, knockdown fight, especially with the Giants.
Especially. You ain't lying.
With the Giants. Now, to my points. One, looking at the game, I can tell the DBs, both DBs, even Diggs, was playing almost 5 to 6 yards off the receivers. I don't know what was going on as far as what the call was as far as for the secondary coach in regarding on that, but something was definitely amiss with that. I don't know if they were running cover 2 or cover 3, but when you get that type of separation off the ball, off the receiver and everything, that's just an easy pitch and catch.
Right.
Because it doesn't give an opportunity for the DB really to kind of really keep him in front of him with his hips swinging out. That's gonna. I mean, you get on a post route, forget it. He's gone.
Yeah.
So and again, I was very disappointed with the play of Malik Hooker and Donovan Wilson. Even though Dono came up with that nice play as far as the interception is concerned, because the pass rush at times wasn't getting to Wilson.
Right.
And again, that's the thing that I think was good. They basically shut the running game down for the Giants. The running game was non-existent for them.
Hell yeah.
So that again, it's I don't know if they were doing a cover 2 or cover 3, but yeah, I'm just gonna say this at this moment. If Eberflus, and I'll go ahead and say the defensive coordinator's name, if he's gonna make that type of call or calls, personally, I would not like for him to be on the field making those calls. Right. I'd rather have him up in the booth to look down, because then you can get a better perspective of seeing what you're getting and seeing what you could call.
That makes a lot of sense.
Rather than the other way around, because remember, because Dan Quinn did that for most of his time here.
Yeah,
he would be up in the booth because he would see it from upstairs. When you do that, it's just like, again, when you tell fans to go and get the all 22. You can see a better perspective of the game as far as what the calls are and what type of formation and scheme is being run against both offense and defense.
You're right on that, man. You're right on that. But in closing, yeah.
Okay. And in closing, I think you're going to have to switch it up a little bit. I think you go with the younger guys. I think they go – I personally would like to go ahead and see Marquise Bell and Wanye in there.
Yeah. Marquise Bell and Wanye. Yeah.
Put them in there against the Bears just to see what they can do, especially on the road.
No doubt, man. Rod, appreciate you for calling in. Yeah, good call from Rod.
All right. No problem.
Good call from him. The perspectives is everything. We are – this is every safety dream. Those moon balls, every safety dreams. And you got to be swift enough, especially if you got your DBs playing 7 yards back and you are playing yourself way at the top of the roof, right? And they are one-dimensional, meaning that they throwing the ball a lot. It's every safety dream to sit on some of those routes and pick those moon balls off, right? But I don't know if it's situation awareness. I get it. You know, my guy Malik Hooker had a foot injury, something with his toe or something like that, and that could make him a step slower, step late, or being in the wrong spot. And we got to see Wanye, Marquise Bell. I know that these guys play a lot on special teams, but at this point, when he got to about 300 yards in there, you got to make some type of change, man. Like this dude hitting about 300 yards. He had 200 yards in the first, going into the second quarter. So Matt Eberflus or somebody that sits in the skybox radio them up and be like, okay, why are my guys getting beat deep, right? And it started off from getting beat from the seam, right? Middle field open. Our safeties, I'm putting plural on there, for some reason don't have the foot speed to get back into the middle. Some of this stuff could be alleviated if you got a good coverage linebacker that can flip hips and carry up the field. But 10 yards away, if you even, they're leaving. Our linebackers getting cooked in the middle of the field. I mean, Sanborn, he got them. Remember when I was talking about curse hips? Sanborn got them iron board hips. That boy takes a complete turn. He can't fluidly move, right? And laterally get situated to make a play on the ball. There was one play that Sanborn was right here. And just imagine these are a distance of 5 to 10 yards. He's carrying the guy that they're going to throw the ball to, and they about 10 yards apart, but they parallel to each other. Boy, if you don't drift yourself over there, I mean, we can see the play develop on the TV copy. He's parallel to the receiver running down the field. Like, where they do that at? Drift yourself underneath so that Russell Wilson have to make a deeper physical throw, right? Deeper difficult throw, yeah. But running parallel, what is he doing there? You can see the tight end or receiver there, or whoever it was. You can see him right there. So they can't carry underneath, and they for sure abandon the hook area because they are not that gifted as it relates to athleticism. They can tackle. They can fill gaps. I do like that. They come down, hit fit. I think Kenneth Murray had a solid game. Sanborn had a solid game on stopping the run. But they very suspect in coverage. And if I can see it, they paying these people millions of dollars to see it, right? They're going to make those corrections. And if we go on by veterans, we got to put our veterans out there because they know Matt Eberflus' system and scheme or what have you. That will not save us. Because we going up against more and more athleticisms down the stretch. And we got to make sure that we can cover up those loose ends. I got Big Amish from the 202, and then we have MJ. But Big Amish from the 202, you're live on the Nation. Talk to me.
How about them Cowboys?
Yo. Yeah, how about them?
This was the Alka-Seltzer game. Plop, plop, fizz, fizz. Oh, what a relief it is.
Yes, indeed.
That's what it was, just a relief. That's exactly how it felt.
It did.
Take that win anytime. So
Yeah, I'll take it, though.
I want to talk about the offense, but I do want to just point out on the defensive issues. Look, Diggs is injured still, or he's, after playing a full game against the Eagles and having an ACL injury coming back so soon, he's still recovering. I mean, his knee's probably swollen today, I'm sure, just from the poor. I feel for him because he shouldn't even be out there that much.
Right.
That means we don't have the personnel right now. Too many injuries. People are injured. We got to get some back. But there's good news for that on the defense. We're going to get Overshown back and some other players in as they get healthy. Okay, so that's on the defense.
Right.
And the scheme, we have to make sure the players fit the scheme or adjust the scheme to the players.
Mm-hmm.
We just don't have the personnel right now.
We don't. Mm-hmm.
And getting Clowney is a nice piece, but that's that ice cream again that we always get from Jerry. That's that ice cream. So, go get Trey Hendrickson as well. Then it'll be nice to get those two pieces together.
Oh, yeah.
So use one of those number ones. But the key takeaways to me was on offense. I was thrilled to see a couple of things, and then I'll tell you the negative. The negative first, 50-something passes is not good. That's not sustainable, and that's not going to help Dak or the team at the end of the day. Now, certain games you're going to need a pass. Just it's just if that's the type of game it is, you roll with it. Okay, I got it, and we won, so we'll take it. But you're right, to sustain it. Now, here are the key takeaways that I got my hope. I'm optimistic about this season even more now because three things happened. We got our version of Michael Irvin, and that's George Pickens. Right. Once you saw the slant go to work, it's unstoppable. He's catching it with his hands. Tolbert dropped that one ball. I mean, I saw he got hit in the shoulder pad. Whatever. That was a body catch. We don't need body catchers. Yeah. Right? We need ball catchers. George Pickens is that dude. He's that guy. I'm thrilled to know that he could do those plays. And he came up big. And Dak knows it now, so he doesn't have to press the CeeDee Lamb or having CeeDee Lamb going in the middle of the coverage with those safeties. I do believe he hears those footsteps because most of his catches, CeeDee Lambs, were on the outside. Yeah. Beautiful catches, by the way, but I don't think he was worried about getting his head taken off either. But he came up big, so we'll take that. But Javonte Williams, the other callers, and you're spot on. When it was first or second and 29? Right in the fourth quarter. He took that ball. They were all tired, but he wasn't. He was that guy again. He was breaking those tackles. They were tired, that defense. But he got 20 yards, and then he hits Pickens on the slant. That is the formula. Then you could go down the field and hit the Lamb because you're softening them all up. And the last thing that I saw, really, it lightens my heart. When I saw, and you're going to say, oh, no, we don't want him to do that. When Dak Prescott ran, I think that was a changing moment, I think. And this is for the future. Everything that I've been saying now, this is for the season, towards the end of the season where we're going to get all those benefits and roll into the playoffs. But knowing that Dak could run, and Dak knowing he could run, and he said it after the game, where he's saying rehab, and he basically said he was held back from running, I guess, from last year. That may have caused his injury. Now, that's very telling. And that's actually, you know what? That makes a lot of sense. Because you're sitting back, and he knows the field's open. Why not run? I was very happy to see that. I'm not saying I'm right or wrong. I'm just saying I was happy to see that. I think Dak now knows a lot of things that he could do with this team. And that's the biggest take from this.
No doubt, man. I appreciate you. I thank you for calling in. Let us hear it one more time for you.
How about them Cowboys? Y'all.
Yes, indeed. That's big Amish, man. Let's go with this. Boom.
The conference has been locked.
You've been locked up. It ain't let me out. It ain't let me out. But while we doing that, appreciate each and every last one of you all. Cowboys, let's continue to extend. Got from the 206. You in the mix, MJ.
What up, Law? How you doing, buddy?
Man, I'm doing great, man. I can't complain.
But, you know, like I say, some games you got to win by luck. Like, got to remember, Philadelphia would have been 0-2, but luck is on their side right now. So, hey, if they can win like that, shit, we can win like that too. Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah. You ain't lying, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, you remember that like that Romo game. Remember that game Romo threw 5 interceptions against Buffalo and we won?
Yep.
Yeah, you got to win games like that. So you might have a bad day, and you still find a way to win, you win. But you got to make a few changes. You got to put 14 because he can play tackle. On them third down, 14 should be in the game. You can either keep them low. You got two linebackers, right? So you use one of them linebackers that could tackle in the game and 14 in the game to keep the short distance. If the tight ends run up the seam, he can run with them. Right. You got that cut.
Right.
Now you take that out. Bump and run. You got to bump and run and redirect. So the weakest man, you put your best corner on the weakest corner, on the weakest receiver.
Right.
Then you put the other corner and the safety over the top. That's going to stop all them bums. Now, if you can see it, if he keep coming with this, I'm off 10 yards, I just dump it to the dude. Fire y'all. And then you come up, then I can hit you over the top. Now you on key. That's what's killing the Cowboys. So Uberflus got to change that game because you either put number 6 down low and number 2 over the top. You should, man, when I played, I know you play football long. That's in Little League. I played safety. I never got beat over the top. Never. Lord, how is you getting beat over the top every week?
Man,
I never seen nothing like it in my life. I just Bland is that much because I did in that game. When Bland played inside, but he didn't play the new kid like that. He's faking like he's gonna blitz and have him in the zone. No, man, put that little kid bump and run like you did Bland, and you got the safeties over the top. That's when you put 14 in the game. You take 57 out the game, and you probably put one of them linebackers that can cover. What's the best cover linebacker?
I think that you can probably switch back and put Bell back in there. Mears Learfowl got some coverage.
And Bell, there you go.
Yep.
Them the 2 down low in the middle because they can tackle and they attack. And then you put number 2 in for 6. If you don't want 6, if you're gonna keep getting burnt, then you put him there.
Yes, indeed. In closing, yeah.
In closing, you just gotta change, keep some little ends. And I told you, Law, you're gonna be on me. That halfback 33 is a beast. He run over people. You think any of them halfbacks from last year could have did that?
No.
Hell no.
Hell no. Yeah,
This dude been break a lot of tackles. I said, this dude is a beast. I think he got his form back now.
No doubt, man.
Man, that dude, yeah. So how about them Cowboys, man? And I hope this defensive coordinator, man, they still for 400 yards on the next week.
Yeah.
Man.
No doubt, man. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. That's MJ right there, man. Yes, indeed.
And they understand the cost that is involved.
No doubt. So that's a good point right there by him. Javonte, I like I said, I do like Javonte. But I'm greedy. I want more. And we need to get that change of pace. I get it. Miles Sanders is the cup of tea right now, and I don't think that they're going to get rid of him anytime soon. He just scored a touchdown for crying out loud, and he performed a little bit better by not dropping the ball or fumbling the ball, right? But there's no major difference when he's in the game as far as that change of pace. Like, I would love to see a better version of that, what we got going right now, right? And, but you know what? I take back a third of what I just said. I take back. Because this is the reason why I take back. Let me take it back. Put it on a bigger screen. Y'all got me thinking now. Where my guy at? Shay Sharp. Over here. Oh, boy. Yeah. What if Phil Maffa is what as advertised? Because all preseason, he was our better back. He performed. He looked better than Miles. When do we get Maffa back? Because that could be a whole new layer of stuff. He can pass pro, and keep in mind, he was the bell cow back for that particular team in college. He have more springy running than what we seen out of what was expected from Blue, because Blue was always that split back for Texas and these sorts of things. Like, what if they just saying, Sanders, we just putting you in for right now, dog. But when Maffa get back, you saying week 5, Tony Tone. Let me see where week 5 at. Ooh, yeah, they were okay. New York. Oh, boy. Yeah. Now, that's TOP action right there. That's TOP. Look, I done waved the white flag, man, for seeing anything with Hunter Lupke. Like, he had the best job in life, man, to get $7 million or whatever that extension was, to just be blocking, and only playing like 4 or 5 reps, man. He hit the lottery of life, right? Like, whoever Hunter is, Lupke people are, they hit the lottery of life because there's no real high expectation for him. But I can only imagine how physical and how tough we will be when Maffa get back. That's going to be a good situation with Javonte and Maffa. I think that he's a little bit more springier. Right now, than Miles. He's a little bit more springier. Yeah, so, whoo-wee. Yeah, come on with it, man. And all he hurt was his shoulder, so his legs should be still good. Yeah, I got Donnie. And then I got Cowboy, then I got Donnie, then I have Marcus, and then I have Cowboy 9 too. From the 909, you're live. Once, twice, 3 times a lady. Thank you. Donnie, we'll catch you tomorrow. Marcus, you're live from the 513.
Law Nation.
That's good.
What's happening, bro?
Not much, man.
There's definitely plenty to take from this one, isn't there?
Yes, indeed.
Wow.
Yeah.
But with all being said, our team stayed resilient and came back and won.
Yeah.
We didn't throw the game away. Dak didn't throw those turnovers at the end of the game. None of that stuff happened. And I feel like the NFL's the NFL, we can sit here and be like, oh, it was the Giants. The Giants are this. The Giants are that. But we know damn well that week in and week out, anything can happen. And, we got to take what we can as Cowboy fans. I don't know how much I can emphasize this because of our fan base, We're so quick to nitpick the negatives and just pull any positivity out of the whole entire thing and just be like, look, here's all the negatives. Let's just focus on the negatives. Yeah. The fact that we didn't actually come back and win the game, it's something to actually think about a little bit, It's a positive. We didn't just throw the game away. Now, the things that are really, making me think is holy smokes, how many years in a row do we have to have quarterbacks throwing for 400 to 500 yards on us, keeping these two safeties that we have as our cover 2 and cover 3 safeties? What is going on with our secondary? Why do we still have Hooker? Why do we still have Dono playing deep cover 2 and deep cover 3? Like, what reason is there for that? Donovan is great in the box. Hooker, honestly, I don't even know what he's really great at to be keeping him as a starter at this point. We had a chance to go get Simmons a couple of years ago. We've had chances to draft high caliber safeties. But for some odd reason, Hooker and Dono are these standalone safeties that can't be touched and just deserve to stay there forever. But week after week, year after year, we're getting the ball slaying down the field on us because we have safeties that cannot deep cover. And then you have Diggs trying to come back, get himself fully going. He's kind of given up his receiver, hoping that, hey, you know, if he gets past me, you guys got me back there, right? That's what your guys' job is, to deep cover behind me.
Mm-hmm.
Time after time, what happens? We see Diggs look over, and he's lost to words, putting his arms up in the air, like, what's going on? Where's my safety coverage? And then, boom, everybody starts blaming Diggs. Oh, Diggs is getting burnt all the time. Diggs this, Diggs that. But, man, it's like it's not always on the corner when it comes to deep coverage. There's safeties that play deep coverage for a reason. The corner doesn't play two positions. So I'm just very confused on why he is still there as our deep cover safety. We have a Wanye Thomas. We had Izzy, who showed so much sparks when he actually played. And we have a Marquise Bell that got really good reps in back when he got to start and play. And that was at a linebacker position.
Yeah.
So I just don't get that. Offensively, I think Javonte Williams is the sleeper of our free agent moves. Javonte Williams, I'm seeing a little bit of that college game film that we looked at, where he's bulldozing into people. He's got people bouncing off of him. He's breaking through tackles. Man, I love that. But we can't give him the Zeke treatment. We can't sit here and be like, all right, we got Javonte Williams. Let's just give him the ball and let him run, and that's it. Like, no, man, we got to get some complementary football in there, or else Javonte Williams is going to be injured, because he is an injury-prone back as well. So we got to be careful, man. We don't want to, like, damage our goods that have already been damaged goods in the first place. You know what I'm saying?
Boy, yeah.
So hopefully, hopefully we get something going with Blue. And what's the update with Blue? Because I've heard that he's been hurt. I've heard that Coach Schotty just wants to sit him out and make him learn lessons. So I'm not sure what's going on. Do you know what's going on?
I can try to get as much information and research as possible, but for right now, he said he got to be more consistent, right? And it could be the ebbs and flow of practicing, and it could be picking up the playbook or picking up zone blitzing and these sorts of things in general. So we'll find out down the stretch, man, but I guess before the season is out, we'll see 23 streaking down the field, man, for a touchdown.
What do you think about Jadeveon Clowney? Like, what's your personal thought and feelings on that? Do you think he's really going to add a good boost to this defense?
I think that he's ultimately better than what we've seen out there out of Dante Fowler, right? And if Fowler is his floor, then he's winning, right? So I think that what we can do is he's still good at stopping the run from what we looked at last year's tape. He can create pressure. He's a veteran guy. He knows and understands who Schottenheimer is, even though that's defense and offense. So that fits right on in. So continuity is there. So I'm looking at all of those things that Jadeveon Clowney will help us more than hurt us, in my opinion.
I like it, man. I think it's a great veteran to add. He still had, 6 sacks last year? And he knows how to set the edge. You just have him, Nealon, Osa, and Kenny Clark now as our front four to start. I like having the veteran leadership of Clowney and Clark added to that defensive line. And then on top of that, you have Fowler, Williams, Dono, Azaraku rotating in for those pass rushing downs. It kind of makes things a little bit more flexible for the defense because, as we saw in week 1, obviously we don't want Fowler out there starting the game on obvious rundowns. So if we have Clowney out there instead of Fowler for the obvious rundowns, then that helps seal out that edge a little bit better. So I think it's a good move with what we can work with for $6 million. I mean, definitely can't fault that signing, I feel like.
No doubt, man. We will find out down the stretch, man. Appreciate you for calling in.
Yeah, man. How about them boys?
How about them? That's Marcus, As far as, that conversation that he was saying about Javonte Williams, out of all of the languages in the world, he decided to speak facts. And I know it's still September here. But when it's cold outside, I think that Javonte Williams would benefit us even more because we got physicality running back that I really like. Nobody likes to tackle anybody when it's cold, right? But I really want him to survive all the way when it's cold outside. Y'all know y'all played the game. Shoot. When it get cold and that Javonte get to running, you already know he going to drop that shoulder pad on you. And now I like the fact that he gave us different versions of tape because he can hurdle, So now you got to play that full thing all the way out. And that's why I can't wait for us to have that mixture of back. Like he said, don't give him the full Zeke treatment, whereas you continue to put the ball in his belly and not giving other people opportunities with the change of pace. Like this whole system, believe it or not, if I had a time machine, right, and it don't even have to be 2016 Zeke, it could just be the 2019 version. If you have both of those boys, a Zeke and a Pollard, here, like they in their little prime area, we've been okay. We've been straight with Shotty calling these plays, right? But that's a whole nother conversation. I really, really, really would like to see those things. Sanjay, he's responding to someone on the Falcons. They're not moving on from none of their players. Actually, who saw the game? Because, we still football fans, right? Even though we root for the Cowboys, we still football fans. But who saw that game? Because I kind of watch every game. I like to watch the Minnesota versus the Atlanta last night because we got to play Minnesota, so I want to know who they wants. You know what I'm saying? What they do and what they can't do in these sorts. But I hate to say this, man. Atlanta looks really good. I like the Falcons. They look really good. Not saying I'm gonna root for Falcons and be a Falcon fan, but they look really good. I think that the young quarterback they got a good arm, live arm. I think that they got some promises down the stretch, man. Atlanta look really good, in my opinion, right? And they're gonna get better from here. They got two, like the moment Bijan get out of the game, right? The other running back, he looked really good coming in as a split back, and the quarterback is poised, got good delivery, good release of the football. I like seeing that. Now, I'm going to say this. Listen to Chris Collinsworth or whoever it was calling the game. I said, you know what? That's a lot of bullshit he was doing, putting over that cape for J.J. McCarthy. Like, oh, yeah, all young quarterbacks got to go through growing pains, and blah, blah, blah. Bullshit. If they gave that much grace and mercy to Shador, oops, my bad. Let me get. I want to open up that can of worms. Oh my God! All right, Cowboys 92, man. You live, man. What's good?
How you doing, Law?
Man, I'm doing great.
Man, I'm gonna say this. This is what everybody missing, bro. Look, did you see the odds of Dak the last 2 games?
Yeah.
This Dak, he ready, man.
Mm-hmm.
This Dak, like he what else he got to prove? He got to prove to get us to where we want to go.
Yeah.
And it looked like that Dak that played that Tampa Bay game. If we see that Dak right there the whole year, it's Super Bowl, bro. He put everything on his shoulders, and I like what Dak said yesterday. That's what caught my attention. He said players came up to him and like apologized. He said, apologize for what? Y'all went out there when I threw the interception, y'all made the stop. See, with this team right here, compared to all the Mike McCarthy teams, this team is from Saudi. It's from Saudi. It's accountability. It's accountability. And that is being a leader. And I'm going to say this. Yes, it's been 10 years he's been in the league. But, I mean, the type of person Dak is, it got to rub off the right way. His leadership, his quality, the type of human being he is, he's a winner. Every phase of his life, he's winning. So it's nothing but the best can come from it. A Super Bowl. And I believe this is our time. I believe that's going to get us to where all the stars is lining up, all the tea leaves are lining up. You heard this from me. Dallas, Green Bay, NFC Championship.
Okay.
Dallas, Green Bay, NFC Championship. And we're going to make, you know who the name who we don't want to say, make him feel like something. He's going to wish he did sign that contract. I already see how it's setting up.
Okay.
And how about them Cowboys haters?
How about them, man? Hey, I wouldn't be mad. I wouldn't be mad at it. Last time we won the Super Bowl, did we play against the Green Bay in that championship game? In 95, NFC championship game was Green Bay. If I'm not mistaken, boy, it's been many a moons. Y'all put it down in the chat. I know y'all know. I know y'all know.
Goodbye.
The damn video went viral. It got over, I'm looking at it now. This video went very viral. It was AI to a degree. Y'all know I'm crazy. Y'all. Yeah, we do got to address the secondary. We do. And the secondary got to get their act together. It do. But this video went viral, guys. It got over 800,000 views on Instagram and over 700,000 views on Facebook and climbing. People calling me all type of names and stuff.
Colin.
Here we go, though. Here we go.
Yes.
No way.
Just go ahead and eat.
But he knows where the camera is.
Like right into the camera's soul.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog.
Prescott.
Come on,
looking
man.
Lofts it up for Pickens, who's got it.
He got it.
Prescott will look to throw.
Climb the pocket, Dak. Run.
And they understand the cost inside the 30 to try and win this thriller. Aubrey boy! And now wins it. What a ball game! Cowboys in OT.
Rex! Y'all know I'm crazy as cat hair. Boy, I got somebody to laugh that woke up this morning and was mad, fighting everything that they could. But look, I got y'all laughing today. I got you guys shaking up out of that funk that we've been in, right? A win can do it all. The food tastes good, didn't it? Food tastes good last night, didn't it? The breakfast tastes good, didn't it? A win is a win, and we are victorious with all of this. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that video is viral. It's crazy. You know what I mean? But all good things must come to an end. And thank y'all. We did play the Green Bay Packers in the NFC Championship game. The last time we made it to that game and won that game, by the way. I'm taking anything and everything. Yeah. If we offended anyone today, charge it to my beard, not my heart. I'm not perfect. I never expect to be perfect. But the truth is the truth. I deliver the truth regardless of the situation. Now the dog that get hit with the brick yelps, right? And I get it. There will always be different points of views regardless of the topics, whether it's political, whether it's sports, whether it is the doctor's opinion, right? Go get another doctor's opinion, right? The diagnosis, go get another one. But you know, if you haven't taken care of business, then you got to go out there and take care of business. There's people right now that's watching this video, they got a pain in their mouth whenever they bite down. Instead of going to the dentist to get it fixed, they're ready to chew on the other side. Just chewing on the other side. And they refuse to take care of business, not knowing that that tooth is an indicator that there's pain that sends a direct signal to your brain. All type of bacteria, all type of unnecessary junk getting inside of that tooth that's causing that pain, that can send a direct message of that plaque and all of that other stuff to your blood, to go travel down to your heart and cause you to have a heart attack. And all you had to do is just take care of business the first day that pain was there, or the first week that pain was there, or the first month that pain was there. Don't take a back seat to the indicators is what I'm getting at. I'm not a dentist, but I can tell you, if you're going through some pain, go find you a dentist. Open that mouth up so they can put something in it. Or if not, take the tooth out. So stop chewing on one side of your mouth. And take care of business is what I'm getting at. Cowboy Nation. And you don't have to value my opinion of that. So where's the pain at with this team? Can we stop the pass? At this point, no. Can we catch the ball on a consistent basis? At this point, no. We got to get better at these things. Got to do the evaluation for the nation and take in for what I'm saying. And just right, ice cold. He said, pass them baskets around. But if there's one thing a man should always do, it's mainly to himself stay true. Never allow someone to change your point of view unless what they mean or bring makes sense to you. Never judge a man by sight alone, nor by the height he has grown. And when speaking, keep it at a moderate tone, because raised voices only turn those hearts into stone. You see, in the beginning, it was brother I'll ride with brother, roll with brothers. The morals of life: live, love, and respect for another. Then there are those who will try to be smart. They would take the decent man to alter his heart, to seek to rip him apart. Those mans you should never call a friend, because they bend their lives around the truth to meet their end. Cowboy Nation, that's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. That's a slap of truth right there.
Tell them run it up.
Yeah.
I wake up.
I'll wake up with a win, baby.
Yeah. I wake up, flex, I'm down now. Check, no drip, this wet. Tell them run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell them run it up. I wake up, flex, I'm down now. Check, no drip, this wet.
Tell them run it up, baby.
No sleep, no rest. Might
And
crash,
now
might wreck.
it's
But
time
first I stretch.
to
Tell them run it up. Tear up through my hands, I'm by my lonely. Talk to a savage, now my baby wants to hold me. I love my fans, don't need no friends, I got my homies. Thought I could trust you, I find out you tried to zone me.
Come on.
I'm number one up on that court, I'm Nick McGrady.
Yeah.
The first one in, the last one out, can't call me lazy.
Can't call all lazy.
Put in my hours, send the invoice and they pay me. I need 6 rings like MJ.
Come on, Cowboy, let's get them 6, baby.
I wake up,
Law.
thumb down now.
Nation.
No drip, this
Tell them run it up.
No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I
stretch.
Tell them run it up. I wake up,
Yeah.
thumb down now. Check. No drip, this
Tell them run it up.
No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I
stretch.
Run it up. Y'all gon' make me take that trip way out to
Chi-Town, baby.
I'm Nigeria, come through in a hurry.
Yeah.
Those London boys don't come to play, you should get worried. One false move, find yourself, they getting buried.
Come on.
Dance with the devil, used to love playing those games. Made some bad decisions that brought my mama pain.
Not mine, baby.
I made a promise to her, swore that I would change. I'm on the come up, bet I live up to my name. I wake up, flex, thumb down now. Check, no drip, this wet. Tell them run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I
stretch.
Tell them run it up.
Yeah.
I wake up, flex, thumb down now. Check, no drip, this wet. Tell them run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell them run it up.
All right. I'm tuning in to the Giants. Hush your mouth. Y'all had y'all chance. Hush, hush, hush your mouth.
Take the money out, all of it.
You can take that money out, though.
Come on.
Let's slow it down, baby.
Time now, come on.
Come
Come on.
on. Shout out to the Chi-Town people. Shout out to that series, The Chi. I like that one. I got all type of kin folks in Chicago. Y'all know that's where we ran off to, some of the people. Ran off from Mississippi to Chi-Town.
Take a drag of my cigarette. Breathe me out, breathe you in.
Oh, we free now? Okay, we gonna go up north. Past the Mason-Dixon line. Start our own cities and stuff. That's what we did. Free at last, free at last. Don't let the street lights hit you. Yeah, recent money. Do what recent money did. Put 2 and 1 in the chat. Yeah, put 2 and 1 in the chat. That's where we heading to. I be home. I'll follow wherever you go. Whatever you do. Come on.
7 years of a perfect love. 7 more and another one.
And another one.
And another one.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Finding you was a one to love. 7 wonders all in one. All in one. Don't let the street lights hit you all alone. You know it's dangerous to go alone. Don't let the street lights hit you. Can I be on? Play it too. If a paper crane can fly,
come on, choir.
doesn't feel that far. So far, so far. If a paper crane can fly,
The longest outro, and the land
fly on.
of the great Cowboy Nation. Appreciate each and every last one of you all. Let's slow it down just a little bit. Come on with it. Hey, sounds of good soft souls and hits and oldies. Yeah, the longest outro in the land, baby. AI Tisha, you ready?
In this moment,
Give us
I cannot say what's
15
on
reasons
your
why Law Nation is Law Nation, and why we should be excited about this victory and not being 0-2 versus being 1-1. It's gritty.
No need to say
Come on, we gotta fix these mistakes. Just like some people mouth this in this chat. Y'all got that pain in the back of your mouth. Go fix them. Go fix them teeth. Come on with it. What we tell them?
5 reasons to support Law Nation. Sports authentic Cowboys coverage. Real unfiltered talk about America's team, not cookie-cutter media takes. Proven track record. Over 100 million plus views across platforms with a loyal subscriber base. Community driven, powered by the people, fueled by the fans, isn't just a slogan, it's the brand. Deep football knowledge. From film breakdowns to contract negotiations, you get insights other outlets miss. Consistency. Daily updates, live streams, and content, no matter what the Cowboys' record is. Access and connections, interviews and relationships with players, trainers, and insiders. Interactive. Fans get their voices heard through call-ins, super chats, and live Q&As. Multi-platform reach. YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, X/Twitter, all covered. Grassroots events, networking mixers, youth sports camps, and Paradise in the City activations. Positive influence, inspiring young fans, motivating adults, and representing Cowboys Nation with pride. Transparency, honest takes, even when they're tough truths about Jerry Jones or roster moves. Entertainment value, engaging shows, humor, catchphrases like nothing but the best and DC4L, support for local business, partnerships with Dallas area entrepreneurs and sponsors. Giving back promotes community causes, charity events, and uplifting stories. Representation of the fans. Law Nation speaks the language of Cowboys Nation, not corporate suits. 5 reasons to be happy about the victory versus Giants record. Back to 1-1. Instead of being buried at 0 and 2, the Cowboys are right back in the mix. Resilience in close game. Winning a tight matchup shows mental toughness early in the season. Division win. Beating the Giants matters for NFC East standings and playoff tiebreakers. Momentum builder. A gritty win can spark confidence heading into the next stretch of games. Learning while winning. Plenty of corrections to make, but it's better to fix mistakes after a win than a loss.
Appreciate your AI. Come on. Let's get it, Cowboy Nation. Yeah.
Because you don't know who you're gonna meet.
Come on. Yeah. Come on, baby. The longest outro in the land. Let's get it. Yeah.
C-Base? Yeah, that's very funny. Neck at 11,000 gigahertz with unlimited memory, you'd take it too. Tasha got it all? Yes, I do. And remember, that's all because of Law Nation Sports.
Damn, girl. Yeah. Come on, victory! Monday! Until next time, DC for life, not for short.
You have to be your biggest fan. And when things are really tough and they're really rough and nothing's working,
and they
but
understand
there's something
the
inside
cost
of you that says,
that is
I just have
involved.
to follow that. Because you don't know.
There's 1,000 of you. I said close them doors. Ushers, close the doors. Close
The longest outro in the
Close the
land.
doors. We all gonna leave together. There's
Yeah.
1,000 of you tonight, and those that are watching.
Let's get it.
It's 1,000 that's watching online. This is a small seed. If I get 1,000 online to give
Come
this,
on with it.
I'm challenging
I'm
each of
still
you
on
all
board.
down here to give a $20 seed. But I need everyone standing up here with us, with me, to plant a seed of $100. Because again, it costs to sell.
Come on, baby.
And this is what I need you to do. If you're giving electronically, or you're giving tangibly, bring them baskets. I want the baskets up here. I want to see the folk. Y'all start moving. Y'all can bring it right now. Come. Even if you're giving tangibly, just put your hand on the, take your phone and stick it on the bucket. Giving is worship. Giving is worship. Giving is worship. Giving is worship. This ain't the time to talk. 1,000 people need to give $20.
1,000 people, baby.
Need to give $20. 1,000 people online need to give $20. This is easy, saints.
Dak
This is
owns
an
sent
easy
Jalen
miracle.
Carter to prison. Yeah, that's funny too. Speedy Gawk sales. You all are way too funny. Law Nation Sports is what I need, and we need too.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog.
Come on now, dog.
Come on,
Speedy
man.
Guac. Man, come on with it, man. Until next time, DC for life.
Oh, boy.
Sacrifice, don't give up the fight. Everything will be alright on any given Sunday. Yeah, depend on you.
If
you
you
win or lose, you know you got to pay some dues to live on Monday. Yeah.
Appreciate y'all. One love. DC for life, not for short. Peace. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. Peace.